Meghalaya border tensions. Heavy security has been deployed. Prohibitory orders also remain in force at the disputed area along the border, where 6 people, remember, were killed following violent clashes. 2 Jawans of the Indian Reserve Battalion were killed. 2 others were injured after their colleague opened fire over some issue in a village near Porbandar in Gujarat on early Saturday evening. We head into a break right now, but when we come back, hold on, there is another tape that has surfaced about Satyendra Jain in the Tihar jail. And if you look very, very closely, this is the housekeeping service being extended to him. Also, poet Anamika now alleges that she was blocked in an event in Patna because of a pro-yogi stand. The full story when we come back.
Probe update on the Mangaluru blast. Cops are on a combing operation after calls were made from a satellite phone. Cops are conducting investigation in the matter. 24-hour deadline given to Mehbooba Mufti to vacate the government quarters after her Srinagar residence. One more notice coming in.
Ladubhai Pargin, BJP candidate there from Data in Banaskantha, making this promises if he wins this election there in Data constituency that alcohol will be allowed to be sold freely.
झाके रे झाके झरोखे से झाके हैरत से ये आंखें अपनी सी दुनिया नई रंगी लागे ख्यालों की खिड़की से मन कूदे भागे झाके रे झाके झरोखे से झाके देख के दंग है छोटे बड़े सारे झाके रे झाके हर कोई ताके तरक्की को टुक टुक हर कोई ताके झाके रे झाके
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Kashmiri Pandits are staging protests in Jammu saying that till the time their security is not being restored, they want the permanent transfer out of the Kashmir Valley.
Khalistan, they have declared as a terrorist organization when a group of people openly demanding the Punjab to be the Khalistan, but government turned completely mum on the situation.
Congress Neta Asif Khan has been arrested for abusing a policeman in Delhi's Shaheen Bagh area.
Across English markets, Republic TV is 40%. In super prime time with Arnab, Republic TV 45%. And across India, Republic TV with 33%. It's a reality check for the pretenders. It's natural for the number 2 and number 3 to be excited. But there's only one boss on Indian television, Republic.
Yet another tape that has emerged of Satyendra Jain getting that VVIP treatment inside Tihar jail.
2 Jawans of the Indian Reserve Battalion, IRB, being killed. 2 others were injured as their colleague opened fire over some issue in a village near Porbandar in Gujarat on Saturday evening. Massive fire broke out in a plastic warehouse near the GRP barracks under Thana Rail Bazaar in Kanpur.
People
say governors should not be in the news. They should avoid the headlines, but you've been literally grabbing the headlines recently. Why is that?
It is my duty to convey that to the people of the country and to the people of the state, and it is not grabbing the headlines. It is informing the people what all the atrocities which are happening in the state.
Probe update on the Mangaluru blast. Cops are on a combing operation after calls were made from a satellite phone. Cops are conducting investigation in the matter. 24-hour deadline given to Mehbooba Mufti to vacate the government quarters after her Srinagar residence. One more notice coming in.
Ladubhai Pargin, BJP candidate there from Data in Banaskantha, making these promises if he wins this election there in Data constituency that alcohol will be allowed to be sold freely.
Fire that broke out in a bogie of Bangalore-Howrah Express train in Chittoor in Andhra Pradesh. No casualties have been reported yet.
Countdown for the domestic elections has now begun. Ahead of that, JP Nadda, who is doing a door-to-door campaign in Wazirpur industrial area of national capital.
Portion of a foot-over bridge has collapsed at railway station in Chandrapur. Many passengers, in fact, fell on the track. According to officials, 20 passengers are badly injured.
जहां हम गुजरात में आतंकियों को पकड़ते थे, दिल्ली में बैठी कांग्रेस सरकार आतंकियों को छुड़ाने में अपनी पूरी ताकत लगा देती।
In poll-bound Gujarat, Prime Minister's biggest attack on the Congress party yet over soft stand on terror.
दिल्ली में जब बाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर हुआ तो कांग्रेस के नेता आतंकियों के समर्थन में रोने लगे, रोने।
Congress cried over Batla terrorists, shielded terrorists for vote banks, says Prime Minister.
कांग्रेस ही नहीं है, अब तो ऐसी भांति-भांति के दल पैदा हुए हैं। ये दल भी शॉर्टकट की राजनीति में यकीन करते हैं।
Prime Minister Modi in a veiled attack says some parties using appeasement for shortcut politics.
वो जेल में रहकर भी डिक्टेट करता है टर्म्स। ये हिंदुस्तान की राजधानी दिल्ली, उसकी सरकार और उसकी जो तरीके हैं उसके ऊपर एक बहुत सीरियस प्रश्न चिन्ह लगाता है।
After massage, meals and meeting in jail, it's the fourth tape showing full-fledged housekeeping for Satyendra Jain.
एपी का मतलब आम आदमी पार्टी नहीं और अपीजमेंट वाली पार्टी बन चुका है और सीआईसी ने आज इसका पर्दाफाश किया है।
Big political fight as BJP takes on up over CIC report on allegedly spending crores of rupees on Waqf and Imam salaries. Probe continues. Shraddha murder accused Aftab narco test likely tomorrow. All right, Prime Minister is in his home state, Gujarat, and we are cutting live to pictures coming in from Surat, where Prime Minister has landed just a while back and is carrying out a roadshow. Important city there for any political party's fortunes, and of course, Prime Minister understands that Surat, big city, significant politically, was the hotbed of Patidar politics and Patel rebellion in 2017, and it's been about half an hour more. Prime Minister landed at the Surat airport and is making his way to the Circuit House and on the road taking greetings from citizens of Surat. Huge crowds present there to greet the Prime Minister, a son of the soil, and it's significant that Surat is second only city after Ahmedabad where Prime Minister is going to stay put for the night, take meetings, participate in strategy meetings for the BJP. Politically significant nerve center of South Gujarat. Not just South Gujarat, in fact, has repercussions for Saurashtra as well, given the fact that a lot of people from Saurashtra live in Surat and work in the diamond and textile industries. Politically significant move there by the Prime Minister to be camping in Surat just ahead of first phase of polls. Surat goes to polls on December 1. And moving on. All right, we in fact have Priyanka Sharma joining us over the phone. Priyanka, over to you. It's been about half an hour or more that the Prime Minister has been on the road in this roadshow. And it's politically significant, Priyanka, that Prime Minister is spending a night in Surat. He has not done that with any other city in Gujarat. And I believe this is the first time this is being done. So it really underscores the political significance of Surat, given the fact that it was the hotbed of GST rebellion and Patidar rebellion in 2017. And BJP understanding that this time also it's really important, though, of course, the Patidar rebellion has blown over. You think Prime Minister has got some feedback that it's important to be in Surat ahead of the first phase of polling on December 1. Priyanka.
Well, absolutely, Abhishek. In fact, you put down some very important points when it comes to Surat. Then be it, of course, about the Patidar agitation, which is slowly dying down. And of course, we have seen the GST rebellion as well, as you very rightly pointed out. It was also something that was happening in Surat. And of course, we have been talking about the political significance of Surat right now, because in the first phase of elections, this is going to be the most important district to watch out for, since we have seen in fact that the Aam Aadmi Party had also gotten their foot in the door to Surat, in fact, via the municipality elections that had went on, and post which we had seen that the BJP in fact had gotten into a huddle and they were trying to understand as to where they went wrong. Post which we have, of course, seen that a lot of push by the state leadership and of course by the union leadership as well to campaign there in Surat. And as very rightly you pointed out that this is the first time that the Prime Minister is going to be staying overnight there in Surat, and also carrying out several closed-door meetings with the state leadership. We're being told that C.R. Patil, who hails from Surat, in fact, is also going to be in that meeting. Harsh Sanghvi, who is one of the main known faces, in fact, for the BJP and is also contesting from Surat, is very close to the Prime Minister as well, is also going to be in that meeting. Of course, we are seeing that. Of course, we are also seeing that the kind of results that the Aam Aadmi Party had gotten in the municipality elections was a cause of concern for the BJP. And also important to note that the Patidar agitation, as you very rightly pointed out, was erupting out of Surat and was a hotbed there. And post which we have seen some of the most known Patidar agitation faces. Then be it Gopal Italia, Alpesh Kathiria. These were some of the known faces of the Patidar agitation. These were friends of Hardik Patel, who was leading that agitation as well. Now they have joined the Aam Aadmi Party, and the Aam Aadmi Party was planning on banking on the followership and the kind of vote bank that Gopal Italia and Alpesh Kathiria, in their view, can also garner. Of course, which is why we are seeing that the BJP also giving a huge push there in Surat and trying to also make sure that not just that the BJP wins in all of the constituency, but also the vote share is something that the BJP is focusing on. Because remember, Abhishek, months ago, in fact, we had seen that the Prime Minister and the Union Home Minister Amit Shah had been coming to Gujarat. They had been chairing several meetings where they had pointed out several constituencies where they had in fact lost with a vote share of over 5,000 to 6,000 votes. And they had said that there will be a huge focus on these certain constituencies as well. And of course, they were also expecting that the vote share of the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress as well, as to how they will affect the BJP's performance in Surat as well. And which is why we see that the ground level cadre of the BJP had been hard at work there in all of the constituencies, even if the candidates had not been there. And as we know that the BJP, at least in terms of the elections, they say that they focus more on the ground level cadre, and they have been pushing the ground level cadre, and that the candidate is not bigger than the party in any constituency. It is the ground level cadre that works for the candidate as well. And that is what we saw, that the focus had been off by the BJP. And of course, important to note that C.R. Patil had also been coordinating with this since he is also from Surat. He's the BJP chief as well. And he had been coordinating this kind of a ground level push there in Surat as well. So, of course, a prestige battle for the BJP, especially in the state leadership, a prestige battle for Harsh Sanghvi, for C.R. Patil. And, of course, this is the kind of result of Surat is going to also reflect on how the Aam Aadmi Party is also going to perform as well, and whether or not BJP is going to be giving them any kind of leeway for them to increase their vote percentage as well. The BJP is not leaving any stone unturned, and that is what we see the visuals of Abhishek right now. The Prime Minister also there in Surat carrying out that massive road show of over 28 kilometers, we've been told. With him right now is C.R. Patil as well, along with him in the cavalcade. In fact, we're being told Harsh Sanghvi is also there. And Prime Minister himself coming out of the car and meeting with the people, meeting with the civilians, meeting with the ground level cadre as well there in Surat. So, of course, a huge push for
All right.
the BJP.
Priyanka, just hold on to your thoughts and stay with us. We are going to go to the speech Prime Minister made earlier in Kheda, central Gujarat, where he took on the Congress party and its appeasement politics, particularly its indulgence with terror. Let's listen and I'll come back to you, Priyanka.
आतंक की पराकाष्ठा थी, लेकिन हमारा गुजरात भी लंबे समय तक आतंक के निशाने पर रहा है। सूरत हो, अहमदाबाद हो, इन शहरों में सीरियल बम धमाकों में बहुत से गुजरात के मेरे भाई बहन मारे गए थे। कुछ महीने पहले अहमदाबाद कोर्ट ने इन गुनहगारों को गंभीर सजा दी है। गुजरात चाहता था कि आतंक का ये खेल खत्म होना चाहिए। भाजपा सरकार ने यहां गुजरात में आतंक के स्लीपर सेल पर बड़ी बारीकी से कार्रवाई की। यहां हम गुजरात में आतंकियों को पकड़ते थे, उन पर कार्रवाई करते थे, लेकिन साथियों, कोई भूल नहीं सकता कि कैसे तब दिल्ली में बैठी कांग्रेस सरकार आतंकियों को छुड़ाने में अपनी पूरी ताकत लगा देती थी। हम कहते रहे कि आतंक को टारगेट करो, लेकिन कांग्रेस की सरकार आतंक को नहीं, मोदी को टारगेट करने में लगी रही। परिणाम ये हुआ कि आतंकियों के हौसले बढ़ते गए। देश के हर बड़े शहर में आतंकवाद सिर चढ़कर बोलने लगा। आप याद करिए, दिल्ली में जब बाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर हुआ तो कांग्रेस के नेता आतंकियों के समर्थन में रोने लगे, रोने। कांग्रेस आतंकवाद को भी वोट बैंक की नजर से देखती है, तुष्टीकरण की दृष्टि से देखती है। और सिर्फ कांग्रेस ही नहीं है, अब तो ऐसी भांति भांति के दल पैदा हुए हैं। ये दल भी शॉर्टकट की राजनीति में यकीन करते हैं। उनको तो सत्ता की भूख भी जरा तेज है। वो वोट बैंक की राजनीति करने पर उतारू हैं, अपीजमेंट, तुष्टीकरण के पॉलिटिक्स में इंटरेस्टेड हैं। कुछ लोगों को बुरा न लग जाए, अपनी वोट बैंक को दिक्कत न हो जाए, इसलिए भयंकर से भयंकर आतंकी घटना के बावजूद भी ये तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति करने वाले सारे दल, उनके मुंह पे ताला लग जाता है, चुप्पी साध लेते हैं। इतना ही नहीं, जब कोर्ट के अंदर मामले चलते हैं तो पिछले दरवाजे से उन्हीं से मिले हुए लोग आतंकवादियों की पैरवी करने के लिए कोर्ट के दरवाजे तक पहुंच जाते हैं। भाइयों बहनों, ऐसे दलों से गुजरात को, देश को बहुत सतर्क रहने की जरूरत है। साथियों, 2014 में आपके एक वोट ने, आपके वोट की ताकत देखिए, आपके एक वोट ने आतंकवाद को कुचलने में हमारी बहुत मदद की है। भारत के शहरों में तो छोड़िए, अब सीमा पर भी आतंक फैलाने से पहले आतंकियों के आकाओं को 100 बार सोचना पड़ता है। अब भारत आतंकियों के घर में घुसकर उन्हें खत्म करता है, लेकिन कांग्रेस हो या वोट बैंक के भूखे कुछ दल, ये लोग सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक पर भी सवाल उठाते हैं, हमारी सेनाओं के सामर्थ्य पर भी सवाल उठाते हैं। भाइयों और बहनों, दुनिया में हम देख रहे हैं कि जिस भी देश ने आतंकवाद को हल्के में लिया, वो आतंक के चंगुल में फंस गया। आतंक की विचारधारा गई नहीं है, कांग्रेस की राजनीति भी नहीं बदली है, और कांग्रेस के सिक्कर के छोटे छोटे नए नए दल भी वोट बैंक की राजनीति के अंदर उलझ गए हैं। वोट बैंक की राजनीति जब तक रहेगी, तब तक आतंक का खतरा बना रहेगा। ये भाजपा की डबल इंजन सरकार है, जो आतंक पर लगाम लगाने के लिए लगातार काम कर रही है। हमें गुजरात को आतंक के खेल खेलने वालों से हमेशा हमेशा बचा के रखना है। रखना है कि नहीं रखना है? रखना है कि नहीं रखना है? गुजरात की जिस पीढ़ी ने कर्फ्यू तक नहीं देखा, 20-25 साल के नौजवानों ने कर्फ्यू नहीं देखा है। जिन नौजवानों ने कर्फ्यू तक नहीं देखा है, मुझे उनको भी बम धमाकों से बचाना है। और ये काम कौन कर सकता है भाइयों? ये काम कौन कर सकता है? ये काम कौन कर सकता है? ये काम कौन कर सकता है? ये काम भाजपा की डबल इंजन सरकार ही कर सकती है। भाइयों बहनों,
All right, that was a very detailed intervention made by Prime Minister on the issue of terrorism and internal security. While speaking in Kheda, in fact, specifically for this purpose, he switched to Hindi from Gujarati and said that he wants to address the nation at large on this, targeting the Congress party and, of course, the Aam Aadmi party without naming it, on their indulgence with terror because of their vote bank considerations. He, in fact, brought in the Batla House encounter and the reactions of the Congress party at that time. Priyanka continues to be with us. Priyanka, it's significant that Prime Minister is camping in Surat tonight, just ahead of the first phase of polling. And he mentions the issue of terror in quite some detail, given the fact that Surat also, being the nerve center of Gujarat's business and trade, was targeted by Indian Mujahideen in 2006-07. Of course, the bombs did not go off, but the fact that a case was registered in Surat as well, and all those accused from Indian Mujahideen have been convicted. Do you think Prime Minister trying to bring to center stage the issue of terror and internal security just ahead of elections in South Gujarat, in Surat, in the first phase of polling?
Well, absolutely, Abhishek, and it's not just limited to South Gujarat. Anybody who walks the streets of Gujarat right now, at least even in the urban areas, will see huge billboards of the BJP talking about how terrorism pe war. is something that is their slogan in these posters that have been put off the BJP. And this is not a new poster. This has been something that has been put forth by the BJP over the last 30 to 35 days. And that is what we see, that the BJP, in fact, had also been pushing this narrative that this is the BJP, which is strict on terrorism and on crackdown on terrorism as well. And that is the point that was reiterated once again by the Prime Minister, not for the first time, during his campaigning in Gujarat, there in Kheda, also mentioning the Surat blast, as you very rightly pointed out. And apart from that, also mentioning the 2008 attack as well, making a reference to the serial blasts of 2008 as well, talking about how the court had also given justice when that very controversial order had been put forth by the Ahmedabad court as well. There was a lot of controversy surrounding those, but he has once again reiterated the point that this is the BJP that is strict on terrorism, and he's once again reiterated the fact that this is the youth of today of Gujarat that he is addressing to, and that is the point where he switched to Hindi as well from Gujarati, and he started speaking about how the young generation, the youth of today in Gujarat, that has not seen the kind of law and order situation that used to erupt in terms of rioting, in terms of terrorism there here in Gujarat, and that he wanted to address to those first-time voters as well. Not for the first time that the Prime Minister has once again tried to make a direct speech to the youth, to the first-time voters of Gujarat as well. And but today as well, we see that a point of law and order and safety and security. And he had also talked about how he wants to protect the people that have not seen these kind of days here in Gujarat, and wants to make sure that people are aware of the kind of history that of terrorism as well that Gujarat has seen. And he's also spoken about the politics around it, and has said that this is the appeasement politics of the
Let's
Congress
go back
party
to pictures coming in from Surat. Let's go back briefly to the pictures coming in from Surat of Prime Minister's roadshow. It's a significant political move that the Prime Minister has decided upon, which is of staying overnight in Surat. This is the first time, I believe, in this entire campaign. In fact, perhaps after leaving Gujarat in 2014, that Prime Minister is camping anywhere in Gujarat apart from Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar. Essentially what happens is whenever he travels to his home state, irrespective of which part of the state he is going to, if he is staying overnight, it happens at the Raj Bhavan in Gandhinagar. But this time, in the midst of campaign, Prime Minister choosing to spend a night in Surat, that's significant. Pictures coming in of Prime Minister's roadshow. Moving on.
सुविधाएं नहीं थी, महिलाओं में उतनी आत्मविश्वास नहीं था, उतनी आत्मनिर्भरता नहीं थी। लेकिन हाल ही में जिस तरह की प्रधानमंत्री मोदी के नेतृत्व में जो स्कीम्स आई हैं, महिलाओं के लिए जो काम किया गया है, महिलाओं का ये जो उत्साह है वो अपने आप में उसको बयां करता है।
बिल्कुल बयान करता है। नंबर 1 सिक्योरिटी एस्पेक्ट, ये बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर हुआ करता था आज से 2 दशक पहले, यानी कि लगभग 20 साल पहले महिलाओं के लिए बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर था। आप ग्रामीण क्षेत्र में छोड़िए, अर्बन क्षेत्र में अगर महिलाएं सोचे कि भी रात को 10-11 बजे निकल जाएं तो एक उनके लिए एक थ्रेट था। कई सारे केसेस हुआ करते थे महिलाओं के खिलाफ, तो महिला सिक्योरिटी आज से 2 दशक पहले एक बहुत बड़ा मुख्य आप इशू कह सकते थे गुजरात वासियों के लिए हुआ करता था। लेकिन ग्रेजुअली हमने देखा कि एक बहुत ही फर्म जो एक्शन लिए गए, बहुत ही फर्म पॉलिसीज बनाई गई, जिसकी वजह से हमने देखा कि महिलाओं को बहुत ही सुरक्षा मिली। और आज आप चले जाइए, नवरात्रि होती है, रात को गरबे होते हैं, लेकिन आप देखिए महिलाएं रात को 12 बजे, 1 बजे, 2 बजे कभी भी निकल जाएं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं आती है। वो सिक्योरिटी और सेफ्टी के लिहाज से गुजरात आप कह सकते हैं कि बहुत बेहतर जगह है महिलाओं के लिए। दूसरा, महिलाओं को जो मुद्रा योजना, क्योंकि हम जानते हैं गुजरात एक वो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप रखने वाला एक स्टेट है, तो मुद्रा योजना में हम इस बात को देखते हैं कि जो सरकार ने मुद्रा योजना शुरू की है, इसमें से 60 से 70% के आसपास जो बोरोवर्स हैं वो महिला बोरोवर्स हैं, और उसमें भी गुजरात सबसे अग्रणी राज्य पड़ता है जिसमें मुद्रा योजना के तहत महिलाओं ने ऋण दिए हैं। तो एक तरह से वो आत्मनिर्भर बनी हैं। तो क्लियरली जो छोटे छोटे जो महिलाएं जो काम करती हैं, जो अपना चाहे वो जो
As we continue to bring you pictures from Surat, where Prime Minister is carrying out a roadshow just ahead of the first phase of polling in Gujarat, which is going to cover South Gujarat, where Surat is, and of course Saurashtra, politically significant, both places, the nerve center of politics in many ways, because Surat happens to be a melting pot of not just people from across Gujarat, but from across the country, and the kind of crowd we are seeing crowds converging to greet the Prime Minister. It's been about 45 minutes that the Prime Minister has been on the road, and it seems unending. We are also getting a voice on Prime Minister's attack on appeasement politics that he did during his speech in Kheda, central Gujarat, before coming to Surat. Joining us, Dr. Piyush Joshi, who leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party. Piyush Joshi, if you are getting me, Prime Minister, while making a campaign speech in Gujarat, mentioned how appeasement politics has harmed India's internal security, particularly what the Congress party did during the Batla House encounter, and also Aam Aadmi Party's position, of course, without naming it, which is guided by vote bank politics. How would you respond to that, even as Prime Minister continues with his roadshow?
There's nothing major to respond. That is the stereotype of BJP's campaign strategy. BJP has crossed all limits when it comes to negative campaigning. And all I think BJP is left with is negative campaigning points only, and nothing constructive of their own work regarding their own work. So then you have very limited to showcase about what you've done in last 27 years in Gujarat or for last 15 years in MCD, and all you will be left with is negative campaigning only. So I'm not surprised the Prime Minister is involved in the mudslinging fest. He is at the helm of the affairs when it comes to the Bharatiya Janata Party, and all what we are seeing from Bharatiya Janata Party and also in the Bharatiya Janata Party's press conferences is only negative campaigning, nothing positive coming out of it. So when you are involved in such kind of a negative strategy, when you are talking negative about the opposition leaders, and you are showcasing what kind of respect you have.
Piyush Joshi.
Mr. Yogi Adityanath also.
It's a political campaign, Piyush Joshi. And what's negative?
It's a political campaign.
What's negative?
Political campaign is of
talking about terror and party positions. You can state your own party's position on terror. Prime Minister gave a specific example of how during the Batla House encounter, Congress party leaders were shedding tears in support of the accused.
Same thing. The BJP said when Punjab elections were around the corner, an imaginary letter from an organization, Six for Justice, emerged. What has happened of that? So we see such allegations coming time and again from the BJP without any substance to it. There are two kinds of political campaigns. One is a positive kind of campaigning, another is negative kind of campaigning. So it's for everyone to see what kind of campaigning the BJP is involved. And as far as Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, it is very, very, very clear that Aam Aadmi Party does not tolerate any activities of terrorism and stands with the country, and because we are also Indians.
Okay, point taken.
We will support the union government in any step it takes to uproot terror. It's as simple as that.
All right, point taken, Dr. Piyush Joshi there of the Aam Aadmi Party, but obviously, as he said, everyone is listening, particularly the voters of Prime Minister. In fact, we also have a Congress voice coming in. That's Kamru Chaudhary, leader of the Congress party. Kamru Chaudhary ji, Prime Minister, while addressing a campaign rally in Kheda, Gujarat, has said that the Congress party is guided by its vote bank politics. When it comes to taking position on terror, Congress leaders were shedding tears during the Batla House encounter. What would you say on that?
You know, everyone in India knows who capitalizes or who takes advantages of such incidents in India, be it the Pulwama or be it the Batla House encounter or be it the Gujarat genocide. It's always the Bharatiya Janata Party which has utilized such incidents to garner votes and polarize the voters during election time. So it's nothing new that is coming from the Prime Minister of the country. Because yesterday only, the Home Minister of the country had raked up the controversial 2002 incident to garner votes in Gujarat. This is there in the DNA of the Sangh Parivar. So I hardly give a damn about what the actual issue is all about.
Kamru Chaudhary, the question is, even you can take benefit of your position if you think that Congress party's position on Batla House encounter is worth taking benefit from.
No, you see, in the Batla House encounter, who took the maximum advantage of the Batla House encounter? It's the B team of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Amanatullah Khan, the MLA from the, the Aam Aadmi Party, reaped the maximum benefit from this incident in the Jamia Nagar area. So hardly Congress has raked up these issues in the past and has taken any advantage from the incident, such terrorist activity.
Understood. You have passed on. You have passed on the responsibility to the Aam Aadmi Party, because according to you, in the Batla House area, it is the Aam Aadmi Party which benefited, despite all the attempts made by the Congress leaders at that time to milk it. Thank you so much, Kamru Chaudhary, for joining us. I'm afraid we have run out of time on this bulletin. Live and breaking continues on the other side of the short break.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
झाके रे झाके झरोखे से झाके हैरत से आंखें अपनी सी दुनिया नई रंगी लागे ख्यालों की खिड़की से मन कूदे भागे झाके रे झाके झरोखे से झाके देख के दम है छोटे बड़े सारे झाके रे झाके हर कोई ताके तरक्की को टुक टुक हर कोई ताके झाके रे झाके झरोखे से झाके
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
This Pakistani drone shot down by the BSF that had tried to enter into the Indian territory. Now, this is an incident that took place late last night. In this video that has been released, you can see the interaction of Satyendra Jain with the jail superintendent inside the Tihar jail. ISRO's PSLV C-54 carrying 9 satellites. This has been a successful liftoff from Sriharikota.
A very good evening. A lot of you have been asking if this is saza or plain simple maza. The Aam Aadmi Party again and again has been reiterating its physiotherapy. This is victim card that they've been using again and again. But this is the 4th tape that Republic has been bringing to you all through today. Does this embarrass the Aam Aadmi Party or not? How will they brazen that out? We keep our focus on that and much more. First up, the headlines at 8:30.
आतंकियों को पकड़ते थे। दिल्ली में बैठी कांग्रेस सरकार आतंकियों को छुड़ाने में अपनी पूरी ताकत लगा देती थी।
In poll-bound Gujarat, the Prime Minister's biggest attack here on the Congress over going soft on terror.
दिल्ली में जब बाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर हुआ तो कांग्रेस के नेता आतंकियों के समर्थन में रोने लगे, रोने।
The Congress cried over the Batla terrorists, shielded terrorists for vote bank. This is the Prime Minister's big charge.
कांग्रेस ही नहीं है, अब तो ऐसी भांति भांति के दल पैदा हुए हैं। ये दल भी शॉर्टकट की राजनीति में यकीन करते हैं।
The Prime Minister in a veiled attack says some parties are using appeasement now for shortcut politics.
वो जेल में रहकर भी डिक्टेट करता है टर्म्स। ये हिंदुस्तान की राजधानी दिल्ली, उसकी सरकार और उसकी जो तरीके हैं, उसके ऊपर एक बहुत सीरियस प्रश्न चिन्ह लगाता है।
You've seen the massage, you've seen the meals, and you've seen the meeting in jail. Now it is the 4th tape showing full-fledged housekeeping for Satyendra Jain.
एपी का मतलब आम आदमी पार्टी नहीं और अपीजमेंट वाली पार्टी बन चुका है और सीआईसी ने आज इसका पर्दाफाश किया है।
It's a big political fight as the BJP takes on the AAP over the CIC report on allegedly spending 100 crore rupees on Waqf and Imam salaries. And probe continues. A Shraddha murder case accused Aftab's narco test is likely on Monday. Let's begin our focus on this edition of the news with a story again that has got everyone confused. Is this the party that actually said it's here in politics to change politics? They said, "Hame rajniti nahi aati. We are against VVIP racism. We are against corruption." Fast forward to at least 4 tapes now that have been accessed by Republic. Every tape, remember, has been brazened out by the Aam Aadmi Party. They've played the victim card. They've said this is Gandhi Rajniti of the BJP, right from a chumpy massage to meals to meeting with jail superintendent. Now, it is the 4th tape of the jail Tihar minister from the Aam Aadmi Party where he's seen getting all the housekeeping services. And as these tapes emerge, and the Aam Aadmi Party continues to hit out at the BJP saying that this is just Gandhi Rajniti of the BJP hits out. And the BJP says that the Aam Aadmi Party should walk the talk.
वो मसाज सेंटर बना दिया, रेपिस्ट थेरेपिस्ट बन गया। शिक्षा का और स्वास्थ्य की जो उन्होंने चिंता की है जेल में, उनको सबको जेल में भेजने का इंतजाम हमारे जनता करेगी। और ऐसे लोग जो भ्रष्ट हैं, जो दोहरा चरित्र रखते हैं, इनको सबक सिखाएगी।
सतेंद्र जैन जो कि आज भी जेल में रहने पर भी मंत्री है, उसकी आज एक ये वीडियो और सामने आई जिसमें बकायदा उसके कमरे में हाउसकीपिंग की जा रही है। उसका बिस्तर बनाया जा रहा है, बेड बनाया जा रहा है, उसका तकिए लगाए जा रहे हैं, सफाई की जा रही है। और सबसे चौंकाने वाली बात जो सामने आई, उसके अंदर नीचे कालीन बिछाए जा रहे हैं, 2-2 कालीन बिछ रहे हैं। क्या देश के लोगों ने इससे पहले ईमानदार आदमी ऐसा देखा था जिसकी जेल के अंदर कालीन बिछे हों? किसी ने ऐसी जेल के बारे में भी सुना था जहां कालीन बिछाए जाते हैं और वो भी हाउसकीपिंग के लोग आके कालीन बिछाते हों? ये जेल है, ये 5 स्टार होटल का कमरा। शायद कभी किसी ने ऐसी कल्पना नहीं की होगी। आम आदमी पार्टी लोगों को बेवकूफ बना के ऐसे लूटेगी, कूटेगी और फिर जेल में भी मंत्री बना कर रखेगी। क्यों? क्योंकि ये वो सतेंद्र जैन है जिसके कारण अरविंद केजरीवाल के पास करोड़ों रुपए आया। जो रिश्वत का पैसा इकट्ठा किया वो ज्यादा पैसा अरविंद केजरीवाल को मिला, इसीलिए आज वो मजबूर हैं सतेंद्र जैन को मंत्री पद बना के रखने के लिए। पर देश के सामने है वीवीआईपी कल्चर, इसको कहते हैं जो जेल के अंदर भी कालीन बिछाए जा रहे हैं और हाउसकीपिंग की जा रहे हैं। ये अरविंद केजरीवाल का मॉडल है।
जघन्य अपराध के कारण बंद है और किस प्रकार से पूरा प्रशासन जेल का उसके सामने झुका हुआ नजर आता है और किस प्रकार से उसकी वीआईपी ट्रीटमेंट होती है और किस प्रकार से वो जेल में रहकर भी डिक्टेट करता है टर्म्स। ये हिंदुस्तान की राजधानी दिल्ली, उसकी सरकार और उसकी जो तरीके हैं, उसके ऊपर एक बहुत सीरियस प्रश्न चिन्ह लगाता है और हमें बाध्य करता है कि अपार्ट फ्रॉम डिस्कशंस एंड तू मैं इन डिबेट्स एंड इन सोशल मीडिया, दिस नरेटिव हैज टू गो टू समवेयर एल्स। ये उससे ऊपर नरेशन जाने की आवश्यकता है। बंधुगण, क्या कारण है? क्या कारण है कि इतने ब्लेटेंटली, इतने खुले तरीके से झूठ बोलकर एक मुख्यमंत्री अपने लिए एस्केप रूट ढूंढ के बाहर निकल जा रहा है? जो खुलासा करना है वो तो मैं करूंगा, मगर मैं एक पटकथा, मैं पट नहीं कहूंगा, मैं कहूंगा दुख व्यक्त कर रहा हूं। मैं दुख इस बात का व्यक्त कर रहा हूं, एक मुख्यमंत्री कैमरे के सामने आता है और कहता है कि ये जो सतेंद्र जैन है, इसका जो मसाज हो रहा था ये डॉक्टरी एडवाइस पे हो रहा था और एक फिजियोथेरापिस्ट उसको मसाज दे रहा था। इट्स नॉट अ मीम। ये मीम का विषय नहीं है कि एक जेल के अंदर किसी का मसाज हो रहा था। ये कार्टून का अखबारों में विषय नहीं है। ये विषय मोरालिटी का है। यह विषय हमारे दिल के अंदर उठ रहे कई सवालों का है कि एक मुख्यमंत्री लाइट कैमरा और एक्शन होने के बाद इस कदर झूठ कह सकता है कि ये फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट है।
So will the Aam Aadmi Party respond? Will the Aam Aadmi Party sack their jail minister? No one knows. And will this actually embarrass the Aam Aadmi Party that is contesting the upcoming MCD and the Gujarat elections? The jury is out there. But talking of the Gujarat elections, remember, is this just a bipolar contest between the BJP and the Congress, or the Aam Aadmi Party will go beyond being a spoiler? Again, these are questions that will be answered only on the 8th. But Republic, remember, has been speaking to a lot of newsmakers who hold a lot of sway over voters, and what really their strategy this Gujarat election is. One such name is Hardik Patel. Rewind to what happened in 2017. People say that the trio of Hardik Patel, Jignesh Mevani and Alpesh Thakur was largely responsible for the Congress touching 77 and the BJP just falling short of 100, stopping at 99. But then what happens in 2022? As now he's fighting his very first election, he's with the BJP now. Priyanka getting us this exclusive.
हमारे पास भाजपा साथ में कमल में गुजरात में नरेंद्र भाई आगे बढ़ो हमारे साथ हैं।
We have reached Viramgam, and some of the known faces, in fact, of Viramgam are here in the fight for the MLA seat. And right now joining me is one of the most known faces, who was known as somebody who was the face of the opposition in the last election. But this time we are seeing him fighting on the BJP ticket. Hardik Patel right now is joining me in Viramgam. Let's get a word from him before the madness of the campaigning also starts, because today is when we are seeing that the inauguration of the BJP Karyalaya will also be done, and we are seeing that there will be a lot of other programs that will be done as well. Let's get in the word from him. Thank you, Hardik bhai, हमसे बात करने के लिए. बहुत सारा यहाँ पे पूरा कार्यक्रम हो रहा है, आपके कैंपेन जोर शोर से चल रहा है. आज आप अपना फॉर्म भरने जा रहे हैं, उसके साथ साथ आपके बीजेपी के कई सारे जो नेता हैं वो भी आ रहे हैं आपके साथ में. पर इस समय मैं आपको पूछूं तो विरमगाम में क्या आपको रिस्पांस मिल रहा है? क्योंकि लास्ट इलेक्शन हमने देखा था, हार्दिक पटेल कांग्रेस का एक बहुत नोन चेहरा था, नोन ऑपोजिशन का चेहरा था, और इस बार हम बीजेपी की तरफ से आपको देख रहे हैं.
देखिए, सबसे पहले तो हम सब जानते हैं कि सामाजिक मुद्दा था लास्ट टाइम, और उसका फायदा विपक्ष को भी बड़े पैमाने पे मिला था. लेकिन कांग्रेस की जिम्मेवारी जो गुजरात के लिए होनी चाहिए, उस गुजरातियों के लिए उन्होंने जिम्मेवारी निभाई नहीं है, और इसी कारण इस बार कहीं पर भी कांग्रेस आपको दिखाई नहीं देगी. जहां से मैं चुनाव लड़ रहा हूं, ये विरमगांव की सीट अहमदाबाद जिले में लगती है, और ऐसा कहा जाता है कि अहमदाबाद का इतिहास 600 साल पुराना है, लेकिन इस विरमगांव का इतिहास कम से कम 1200 साल पुराना है. यहाँ से चुनाव में जब मुझे जिम्मेवारी मिली है तो मैं अपनी जिम्मेवारी निभाऊंगा, और निश्चित रूप से यहाँ के लोगों का प्यार और उनकी शक्ति को हासिल करके आने वाले चुनाव को यहाँ जीतेंगे. 10 साल से यहाँ कांग्रेस का विधायक है, लेकिन जो गांव होना चाहिए, जो विकास की पद्धति यहाँ तक पहुँचनी चाहिए थी, और कहीं ना कहीं नरेंद्र मोदी जी और भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार चाहती है कि हर गाँव को विकास से के मार्गों के साथ जोड़ा जाए, लेकिन यहाँ के कांग्रेस के विधायक को जो करना चाहिए था वो नहीं किया. तो निश्चित रूप से मुझे भरोसा है कि यहाँ के लोग हमें पसंद करेंगे, और हमारी जो विचारधारा है विकास की, हमारी जो विचारधारा है सनातन संस्कृति को बचाने की, उस विचारधारा के साथ लोगों का प्यार मिलेगा.
अच्छा हार्दिक, ये भी मैं अगर आपसे पूछूं कि किस तरह से आप इस इलेक्शन को देख रहे हैं, क्योंकि एक आम आदमी पार्टी भी एक थर्ड फ्रंट तरीके से हमको देखने को मिल रहा है कि वो चैलेंज कर रहे हैं बीजेपी कांग्रेस की बाइपोलैरिटी को, गुजरात में जो पॉलिटिक्स रहा है. तो इस तरह से आप कैसे देखते हैं विरमगाम को और पूरे स्टेट का भी, जिस तरह से आम आदमी पार्टी, अरविंद केजरीवाल, भगवंत मान यहाँ पे इतना कैंपेन कर रहे हैं, क्या उसका आपको लग रहा है?
आम आदमी पार्टी यहाँ आंकड़ों की मायाजाल खेल रही है, और फ्री की बात करके जिस तरह से मध्यम वर्गीय और गरीब लोगों को गुमराह करने का काम करती है. उनको ये मालूम नहीं कि इस गुजरात में मेरिट पर लोग अपने आप को साबित करते हैं. एक जमाना था कि इस गुजरात में मोमबत्ती के सहारे लोग पढ़ाई करते थे. ये कहा जाता था आज से 20 साल पहले कि सर पूरा दिन बिजली ना दो तो चलेगा, लेकिन शाम को खाने के टाइम पर तो बिजली दो. आज उसी गुजरात में हमारे पास तो बिजली खुद की है, लेकिन हम भी अब दूसरे स्टेटों को और दूसरी जगह बिजली बेचते भी हैं।
We are in Viramgam, and of course we are seeing that Hardik Patel is the top candidate for the BJP, and we are seeing that the BJP cadre in fact is already here. But joining me right now are the BJP leaders, Pradeep Singh Vakela as well, and other leaders as well that have come. Alpesh Thakur as well is also here, and we have seen that the three duo of Alpesh, Jignesh and Hardik was the name that was being rung in 2017, but we are seeing now Alpesh Thakur and Hardik Patel both in the BJP. मैं वही आपसे वही बातें हो रही थी कि लास्ट टाइम आप दोनों दूसरी तरफ थे, ऑपोजिशन की तरफ थे, अब दोनों हम देख रहे हैं कि बीजेपी के टिकट से लड़ रहे हैं और किस तरह से यहाँ पे पूरा माहौल बन रहा है। और अल्पेश भी आपके लिए लड़ने आए हैं, कैंपेन करने आए हैं, वो खुद को भी उनको टिकट मिली है, क्या कहेंगे, किस तरह से उनको भी क्या मैसेज?
गुजरात की बात आएगी तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी और देश के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी के साथ गुजरात के 7 करोड़ लोग खड़े रहेंगे। और सबसे छोटी उम्र का उम्मीदवार हूँ, सबसे छोटा हूँ, तो स्वाभाविक है सबके आशीर्वाद मुझे चाहिए। और सबके आशीर्वाद सिर्फ हमारे लिए नहीं बल्कि इस गुजरात को ये आज पूरे विश्व में एक नए मॉडल के रूप में निकला है, तो इसको और आगे बढ़ाया जाए, उसके लिए हमें आशीर्वाद चाहिए। और आज ये नामांकन सिर्फ हार्दिक का नहीं है, आज ये नामांकन विरमगाम विधानसभा के 3 लाख लोगों का है जो विकास से वंचित रहे 10 साल कांग्रेस के कारण, और आने वाले दिनों में ये विकास का मॉडल और मजबूत होगा। इसके लिए आज सब लोग साथ मिलकर नामांकन करेंगे।
हमारे पास भाजपा साथ कमन में गुजरात में विधान नगर पालिका सदस्य तालियों गड़गड़ाहट की बताइए। जय जय श्री राम, नरेंद्र भाई आगे बढ़ो, तुम्हारे साथ हैं, भारत माता के।
And those are the images right here on the stage of Hardik Patel with several leaders of the BJP, including several ex-MLAs and MPs who have come here to stump for Hardik Patel as well. We will get in a word from them, but as of now, they are welcoming people from the other parties into the BJP, and Hardik Patel leading that entire mass joining into the BJP.
आज फॉर्म भरो मात्र भारतीय जनता पार्टीના ઉમેદવારને જીતાડવા માટે નહીં કે સામેના ઉમેદવારને હરાવવા માટે નહીં, પણ આ ફોર્મ એટલા માટે ભરીએ છીએ કેમ કે વિરમગામના 3 લાખ લોકોને જીતાડવા છે, જે વિકાસથી વંચિત રહ્યા છે, જે લોકોને વિકાસના માર્ગે આગળ પહોંચાડવા છે। થોડી વાર સાઈડમાં
Hardik Patel has already started campaigning and he is on his way to file for the nomination, and you can see the kind of celebration that really is being made and the kind of preparation that is being done as well, where several leaders, former leaders in fact of Viramgam are here, and they are standing here with Hardik Patel to go with him to in fact go to file his nomination. You see Tejashri Patel, the former MLA, she used to be with Congress, is now with the BJP, the Union Minister of Ayush as well, who's also present there. Hardik Patel is also present there as well. And of course, this is how the nomination filing process will go on, as campaigning in fact has begun for Hardik Patel, as the stumping for Hardik Patel has also been done with several leaders. Campaigning for Hardik Patel is going on. Hardik Patel is in fact going to fill out his form. Hardik, you are just about, आप अभी जा रहे हैं अपना फॉर्म भरने के लिए, भाजपा की तरफ से आप लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं इस बार, किस तरह से देख रहे हैं पूरे चुनाव?
ये चुनाव गुजरात के अस्मिता और गौरव के साथ है, और निश्चित रूप से इस चुनाव में भारतीय जनता पार्टी के उम्मीदवार के रूप में मैं और गुजरात में फिर एक बार नरेंद्र मोदी जी पर लोगों का भरोसा है।
भाजपा की तरफ से इस बार लड़ रहे हैं, पिछली बार कांग्रेस की तरफ से लड़ रहे थे, किस तरह से लोगों ने भी आपको एक्सेप्ट किया? आपको
चुनाव नहीं लड़ा, पहली बार लड़ रहा हूँ।
कांग्रेस के पार्टी में थे आप, पर कैडर क्या आपको एक्सेप्ट कर चुका है अब ऐसा लगता है?
ये इतनी बड़ी संख्या में लोग आए तो बिना कैडर कौन आएगा?
हार्दिक जी, क्या मुद्दे रहेंगे इस बार के? आपको लगता है कि विरमगाम ने अपने कई सारी बातें की, एजुकेशन, लोगों को जॉब मिलनी चाहिए, जॉब्स की बातें की, क्या मुद्दे रहेंगे?
लोगों को जॉब मिले, बस वही मेरा मुद्दा है। स्थानीय कंपनियां हैं तो जॉब मिलनी चाहिए।
All right, we have Hardik Patel, and along with him, we have several other leaders as well who are joining him, who are joining Hardik Patel as well. And we'll speak to several other workers, in fact, who have come here. Sir, आप बताओ, आप साथ साथ चल रहे हो हार्दिक पटेल के, आप वर्कर हो बीजेपी के, क्या मुद्दे आपको लगता है कि हार्दिक पटेल एड्रेस कर रहे हैं उनको? किस मुद्दों से आपको लग रहा है हार्दिक पटेल जीत पाएंगे विरमगाम?
हाँ, जीत पाएंगे, सारे युवा उसके साथ है.
We see a lot of youth workers, in fact, who are here of the BJP. Main question here is that whether or not the ground level worker of the BJP, the state level leadership of the BJP has forgiven Hardik Patel or not. And that is what we are trying to also figure out by talking to more and more ground level cadre who will essentially be responsible for Hardik winning or losing here in Viramgam. But what you see behind me is that the campaign at least is in full swing.
हमारे पास भाजपा साथ में कमल ने गुजरात में नरेंद्र भाई आगे बढ़ो हमारे साथ
We're heading into a break right now. When we come back, it's a big political fight as the BJP takes on the AAP over the CIC report on allegedly spending 100 crores on Waqf and Imam salaries. Also, big controversy where poet Anamika now alleges that she was blocked in an event in Patna because of a pro-yogi stand. All that and much more when we come back.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
ETO साहब, अमृतपाल सिंह रनिंग अ कैंपेन डिमांडिंग द खालिस्तान, तो गवर्नमेंट क्यों साइलेंट है? ETO साहब, गवर्नमेंट कोई जवाब नहीं दे रही है उस पे. ETO साहब, इफ यू कैन आंसर जस्ट बिकॉज टू क्लियर द स्टैंड ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. ETO साहब, व्हाई द गवर्नमेंट इज नॉट टेकिंग एक्शन, व्हाई द गवर्नमेंट इज साइलेंट?
Does the Pakistani version of the Game of Thrones end here? Many people think it will. They think that there is a new chief in town and things will settle down. But my whatever little reading of Pakistan I've done tells me that this is the beginning. When he became DGISI, that was the time when he had access to a lot of so-called civilian intelligence. And this is the time when General Munir, he went to Imran Khan Niazi and he said, I have proof. He showed Imran Khan why his wife was corrupt. And it was there in black and white.
Kashmiri Pandits are staging protests in Jammu saying that till the time their security is not being restored, they want the permanent transfer out of the Kashmir Valley.
Khalistan, they have declared as a terrorist organizations when a group of people openly demanding the Punjab to be the Khalistan, but government turned completely mum on the situation.
Congress Neta Asif Khan has been
Let's get you a quick check of more stories that we are tracking at this hour. The Prime Minister has marked the G20 presidency a big achievement for India. He's spoken about India's achievement in the space and the solar sectors. He was addressing the 95th edition of the Mann Ki Baat earlier today. A BJP candidate has sparked a fresh controversy ahead of the upcoming polls. Addressing a rally, this candidate made liquor pitch in the dry state. In a big development in the Mangaluru blast case, the police team now has started combing operations. This after a satellite call was made a day prior to the explosion. The BJP chief JP Nadda took out a mega campaign in the national capital earlier today. This is coming ahead of the MCD polls.
जहां तक
आम आदमी पार्टी का सवाल है। जो उनका भ्रष्ट चेहरा, चरित्र, चाल और उनका काम है, उससे दिल्ली की जनता त्रस्त है, दुखी है और उनको सबक सिखाने के लिए आतुर है। इस चुनाव में वह भारतीय जनता पार्टी को समर्थन देंगे, भारतीय जनता पार्टी को ही ताकत देंगे, ऐसा मेरा विश्वास है।
The former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti now has been asked to vacate the government quarters allotted to her in Anantnag. She has the next 24 hours to do the same. It's time for us to head into a quick break, but on the other side, in the poll-bound state of Gujarat, on a Super Sunday, the Prime Minister's biggest attack yet on the Congress over soft stand on terror. Also, it's a big political fight as the BJP now takes on the AAP over a CIC report on allegedly spending 100 crores on Waqf and Imam salaries.
Does the Pakistani version of the Game of Thrones end here? Many people think it will. They think that there is a new chief in town and things will settle down. But my whatever little reading of Pakistan I've done tells me that this is the beginning. When he became DGISI, that was the time when he had access to a lot of so-called civilian intelligence. And this is the time when General Munir, he went to Imran Khan Niazi and he said, I have proof. He showed Imran Khan why his wife was corrupt, and it was there in black and white.
Kashmiri Pandits are staging protests in Jammu saying that till the time their security is not being restored, they want the permanent transfer out of the Kashmir Valley.
Khalistan, they have declared as a terrorist organizations when a group of people openly demanding the Punjab to be the Khalistan, but government turned completely mum on the situation.
Congress Neta Asif Khan has been arrested for abusing a policeman in Delhi's Shaheen Bagh area.
Chief Minister is here. We will try to speak to the Chief Minister. Sir, CM sir, one question. CM sir, one question regarding the law and order situation. Sir, CM sir.
Across English markets, Republic TV is 40%. In super prime time with Arnab, Republic TV 45%. And across India, Republic TV with 33%. It's a reality check for the pretenders. It's natural for the number 2 and number 3 to be excited. But there's only one boss on Indian television, Republic.
This Pakistani drone shot down by the BSF that had tried to enter into the Indian territory. Now, this is an incident that took place late last night. In this video that has been released, you can see the interaction of Satyendra Jain with the jail superintendent inside the Tihar jail.
Protests against China restrictive COVID-19 measures appear to escalate in several cities on Saturday night. In displays of public defiance fanned by anger over a deadly fire in the western region. Video posted on social media appeared to show protesters in Shanghai chanting slogans at Middle Road where they brought flowers and candles. Several gathered to pay tribute to 10 deaths caused by fire in a residence building in China. Around 100 police stood by line preventing some protesters from gathering or leaving, and buses carrying more police arrived later. Agency report, Republic TV.
Kashmiri Pandits are staging protests in Jammu saying that till the time their security is not being restored, they want the permanent transfer out of the Kashmir Valley.
Khalistan, they have declared as a terrorist organizations. When a group of people openly demanding the Punjab to be the Khalistan, but government turned completely mum on the situation.
Congress Neta Asif Khan has been arrested for abusing a policeman in Delhi's Shaheen Bagh area.
Chief Minister is here. We will try to speak to the Chief Minister. Sir, CM sir, one question. CM sir, one question regarding the law and order situation. Sir, CM sir.
Across English markets, Republic TV is 40%. In super prime time with Arnab, Republic TV 45%. And across India, Republic TV with 33%. It's a reality check for the pretenders. It's natural for the number 2 and number 3 to be excited. But there's only one boss on Indian television, Republic.
This Pakistani drone shot down by the BSF that had tried to enter into the Indian territory. Now, this is an incident that took place late last night.
In this video that has been released, you can see the interaction of Satyendra Jain with the jail superintendent inside the Tihar jail.
ISRO's PSLV C-54 carrying 9 satellites. This has been a successful liftoff from Sriharikota.
Burning question.
Good evening and welcome, friends. It's been a politically active Sunday with the Prime Minister launching a frontal attack on the Congress party for its appeasement politics. Also, a CIC order cornering the Aam Aadmi Party government in Delhi on its appeasement politics. We are going to discuss appeasement and all that connected with it. But first, let's begin with the headlines. In poll-bound Gujarat, Prime Minister's biggest attack on Congress accuses party of taking soft stand on terror.
दिल्ली में जब बाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर हुआ तो कांग्रेस के नेता आतंकियों के समर्थन में रोने लगे, रोने।
Congress cried over Batla terrorists, shielded terrorists for vote banks, says Prime Minister as he addresses rally in Gujarat's Kheda. Prime Minister Modi in a wheel attack says some parties using appeasement for shortcut politics.
वो जेल में रहकर भी डिक्टेट करता है टर्म्स। ये हिंदुस्तान की राजधानी दिल्ली, उसकी सरकार और उसकी जो तरीके हैं, उसके ऊपर एक बहुत सीरियस प्रश्न चिन्ह लगाता है।
After massage, meals and meeting in jail, it's the fourth step showing full-fledged housekeeping for Satyendra Jain.
एपी का मतलब आम आदमी पार्टी नहीं और अपीजमेंट वाली पार्टी बन चुका है और सीआईसी ने आज इसका पर्दाफाश किया है।
Big political fight as BJP takes on up over CIC report on allegedly spending hundreds of crores of rupees on Waqf and Imam salaries. Probe continues. Shraddha murder accused Aftab's narco test likely tomorrow. Welcome back again. The Central Information Commission in an order has questioned salaries being given to imams and muezzins of mosques by taxpayer money in Delhi. The order comes in response to an RTI query which sought to know from the AAP-led Delhi government what money was being spent on this head through the Delhi Waqf Board. Important issues like constitutional equality between religions, state patronage of religion, secular values of the constitution have been raised in the order given by Information Commissioner Uday Mahurkar. Goes without saying, the order has elicited strong political reactions. Let's look at this report and come back to discuss.
Aam Aadmi Party is courting another controversy in the run-up to the MCD polls. Appeasement charges have now hit AAP as Chief Information Commissioner alleged AAP violated Supreme Court order. In the RTI reply asking for salary details paid to imams by AAP government. It is alleged that AAP has paid over rupees 100 crore to the Waqf board. Escalating attack on AAP, BJP national spokesperson said it's AAP's vote bank politics.
या कभी एक वर्ग को खुश करने के लिए केवल इमामों की सैलरी बढ़ाना और इमामों को सैलरी देना, वक्फ को पैसे देना, परंतु दूसरे धार्मिक संस्थानों को, दूसरे धर्म के जो गुरु हैं, चाहे वो पंडित हो चाहे वो ग्रंथी हो, उनको इस प्रकार की सैलरी नहीं दी गई। ये असली चेहरा दिखाता है आम आदमी पार्टी का। वैसे तो कहते हैं वो चुनावी हिंदू है, परंतु जो असलियत में उनके मन में है और जो उनकी रणनीति है वो सामने निकल कर आ गई।
Notably, 1993 Supreme Court order allows remunerations to imams in the mosque in Delhi. However, CIC says it is a breach of constitutional provision and state should not favor a religion. An AAP high remuneration paid to imams in mosque from rupees 10,000 to 18,000. As BJP versus AAP war of words seems unending now, fresh charges have hit AAP ahead of MCD polls. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, joining me and on your screen, viewers, Advocate Pooja Suri, representing the BJP, live from Delhi. Firoz Bakht Ahmed, former Chancellor Maulana Azad National Urdu University and educationist, live from Delhi, is going to give us a perspective on what constitutes true secularism. On the other side, Aldanish Rain, advocate on record in the Supreme Court, live from Delhi, leans against the BJP. And Huda Zariwala, if I could begin with you, political analyst, leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party. Obviously, the order has implications for Aam Aadmi Party's politics in Delhi, given the fact that it questions the Aam Aadmi Party government in Delhi, the Kejriwal government in Delhi, essentially giving salaries to imams, which it does not give to priests and clergy of other religions. Huda Zariwala, how would you respond to this?
Well, according to a 1993 Supreme Court order, which allows the remuneration to imams in the mosque in Delhi. So technically, there is nothing unconstitutional about giving salaries to the imam of the Waqf board. We are very much within the rights of the constitution, and the BJP alleging that this is, this is being done post the elections, this is done for the appeasement of Muslims. It is nothing but, this is the status quo of the BJP, right? I mean, putting allegations for baseless reasons, which has absolutely no constitutional backing whatsoever. So let us understand here that BJP is well aware that they are going to lose the MCD elections along with it, the Gujarat elections. So this is all mere fake allegations. There is no amount of truth to it whatsoever. And this is, by the way, done within the constitutional provision.
Huda.
I mean, the salaries of the imams. Yes.
Okay, no, so, before we get into the politics of it, because you are trying to give that spin that this is ahead of Gujarat elections, remember, this was in response to an RTI query made by a known RTI activist, subsequent to him failing to get response from the Delhi government or the Delhi Waqf board on the queries he raised. So it's a process that has gone on, not necessarily timed with Gujarat elections or MCD polls, number one. Number two, I'll come to that. Firoz Bakht Ahmed, I'll come to you. Okay, let's start with Firoz Bakht Ahmed. In fact, Firoz Bakht Ahmed, let's put the politics aside for a while. The question is, Huda's defense is that the salaries are being given in response to the 1993 Supreme Court verdict, which was in a case between the All India Imam Council and the Union of India. Now the question is, the RTI order, which is written by Information Commissioner Uday Mahurkar, in fact questions the same Supreme Court verdict as not being in sync with constitutional provisions when it comes to equality between religions. Firoz Bakht Ahmed, the question is, or the larger debate that has been started by this order is, how do we see secularism in the light of provisions in the Constitution between Articles 14 and 19 and then between 25 and 30. Firoz Bakht Ahmed.
Thank you, Abhishek ji. With a very humble request to all my learned and enlightened co-panelists, let me start beginning with defending Huda Zariwala when she said, yes, these imams and muezzins, they have been given, these salaries by the Delhi Waqf Board. It was, allowed by Supreme Court. However, now, when this has been questioned by CIC and the CIC has objected to it that this is not under the secular credentials of the Indian Constitution, there is a problem. And having said that, let me give you the right example of, this empowerment without appeasement. Just give me 10 more seconds. Now, let me tell all my co-panelists, immediately after Prime Minister Narendra Modi came to power, some Muslims and a couple of Hindus, they were all kite makers. They went to him. They said that we are suffering and we need some help from the government. So what Modi did was, he gave 50 crores of rupees to all those kite makers. 95% of them were Muslims. 5% or something like that were non-Muslims, Hindus. So he never said that I have given this help to Muslims. They should vote me. I mean, there was no appeasement. He did not even say that he has given it to Hindus and Muslims together. Now this was a help. Now, if Delhi government has given crores of rupees to the Waqf Board, 100 crores of rupees, whatever, now it is under under the objection of CIC and many people. Now Granthis are objecting to it, Pujaris are objecting to it, and the pastors are also objecting to it. Okay. Now it is objectionable. No grant of any kind should be given to any cleric from any religion. This is what my take is.
Understood. Okay, let me take this to Aldanish. Aldanish, the question is, if imams and muezzins are giving this salary from taxpayers' money, should it be withdrawn? Or if you say that, no, this is okay, if you pay from taxpayers' money this kind of salary to one particular religious denomination, should it be extended to other religions and other denominations also, Aldanish?
All right. It's a wonderful question, but at the outset, I would first want to respond to the CIC's order. The CIC had no business to pass this order. First, this guy who's passing the order is not even a law graduate. He knows nothing about the Constitution. He passes an order which is overturning the Supreme Court's judgment. He says that the Supreme Court's judgment is an incorrect judgment. He is not even a law graduate to put all that into his order. His simple job is, as a CIC information commissioner, that if an RTI is coming to him, he has to pass an order.
Let me come in here.
All of these observations that he has put in.
Firoz Bakht, hold on, I am correcting him. Aldanish, listen. Aldanish, listen. The point is, Information Commission, the Central Information Commission functions under the Right to Information Act, and this is the topmost decision-making body when it comes to petitions under the RTI. The concerned order does not... Listen, Aldanish, I'm taking it forward. Aldanish, you made a charge against...
It's fine. Nobody...
No. Anyone can comment on a Supreme Court verdict. By the way, Aldanish, you are an advocate on record in the Supreme Court. Anyone can comment. Anyone can comment in this democracy on orders, verdicts of the Supreme Court. Listen, and this order is within the framework of RTI Act number 2. Number 3, Aldanish, hold on. Listen, have patience to listen. You have raised a point. I am rebutting you. Number one, anyone can question verdicts of the Supreme Court. Number 2, this order is given within the framework of RTI Act. Number 3, it can be challenged, no problem at all, on the provisions of law. RTI, this is not under, the provisions of the legal provisions within which the larger legal community of the Supreme Court functions. This is under the provisions of the RTI Act. Number 3, nobody is saying that this cannot be challenged. The larger issue raised is, and that's what you have to answer, whether the provision, and also, by the way, the order only says that please review this decision because it seems that the Supreme Court order is not in line with the constitutional provisions when it comes to, for example, Article 27, which says that taxpayers' money cannot be used for one particular community. I think you have to answer on that, not on whether there has been an overreach by the RTI commissioner or not. Focus on the larger issue raised. You are not here sitting in judgment over the verdict. You have to give your position on the questions raised in the order.
Abhishek, let me answer. Abhishek, let me answer.
Come on, Aldanish, can we have a reasoned debate on appeasement politics and its impact on secularism as we practice in this country?
But apart from that, the questions that you have asked me. No, the question that you have asked me, first of all, it was not the CIC's business to go into it. But even otherwise, if the CIC has said whatever it has, let's go on the merits of the issue. At the outset, I would say the merit of the issue that you have said, whether an imam should be given a salary or not. And if an imam should be given a salary, why not a priest of a temple should also be awarded a salary? Is the basic question that you have asked me. Now let me tell you this. There was an organization, it was called the All India Imams Organizations. They felt aggrieved of not receiving a salary, since the complete property of the Muslim properties, the mosque, were sent to the Waqf board. The Waqf board was formed to take care of the Muslim properties, to take care of the financial resources of that place. Now all these imams, they felt that Article 21, which is the right to life, is being infringed. They went to the Supreme Court straight away by way of a writ petition. They said, see, the Waqf board, we should be treated as employees of the Waqf board.
Pooja Suri, you are also a lawyer. Aldanish is making a point that the imams went to the Supreme Court of the country on the issue of right to life, and that's why they were given this. So that's why all the money from the taxpayers being given to the imams and muezzins is justified. You represent the BJP. Please tell us whether, according to you, this is right, and if you say this is wrong. Hold on, Aldanish, you made a point. Aldanish, you made a point. Pooja Suri wants to rebut you. I am just giving her the floor. Pooja Suri, over to you.
Yeah, Abhishek, I would like to make 2-3 pertinent points here, which are very important for everyone to know through your channel. First of all, I would like to remind my viewers through your channel that when Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal came into power and he took the oath, I would like him to remember what lines did he speak, that he would be treating all the sections of the society with equality. When I talk of equality, equality means in all the fields. The politics of appeasement, which he's been doing, is very dangerous for the nation. I mean, when I talk about, I would like to talk about this.
There is no appeasement. He is complying with the Supreme Court order.
You don't interfere in between. Let me complete. It's my turn. Please don't speak in between. Don't speak in between.
Aldanish, I'll come back to you. Aldanish, I'll come back to you.
Abhishek, allow me to speak, please. Abhishek, allow me to speak, please. So my point is...
I've asked him to... Aldanish, I'll come back to you. Firoz Bakht Ahmed, hold on, I'll come back to you. Pooja Suri, quickly complete your point.
Sure.
Yeah, when they are splurging 100 crores, more than that, to the Waqf board, Delhi Waqf board, why can't they give it to the other religions and other sections of society also? My biggest objection is, when you're treating all the sections of society, why this appeasement politics, which is a big danger to the nation? And moreover, when you talk about...
But that's the point we're raising, you know.
When you talk about Amanatullah Khan, who's the chairman of Waqf board, he's right now in jail and he's still not been sacked by Delhi CM. Look at the discrimination, first of all. Why aren't you sacking such a minister? When I would like to remind all my viewers, when there were Delhi riots, Amanatullah came out vociferously supporting Tahir Hussain, the main culprit in Delhi riots, saying that he is implicated, you know, because he is from the minority section. He's been always talking about policy of appeasement. How could you endorse that? No point endorsing it right now. You cannot do that.
Pooja, hold on. Pooja, hold on. I'll come to politics. I'll come to the politics part of it later. Let's get into the merits of the order. For God's sake, let's get into the merits of the order. Pooja, hold on. These are important points to be covered. I want Firoz Bakht Ahmed, and also I want Huda on this. Let's begin with Huda first. Huda, you know, I was going through media reports and I saw that there is no provision in Pakistan, for example, to give this kind of monthly stipend to muezzins and imams. It's a Muslim country. It's an Islamic country. Also, there is a state called Khyber Pakhtunkhwa in Pakistan. They started paying salaries to their imams. This was in the month of July last year, which is July 2021. they are paying a princely sum of 10,000 rupees, which I thought if I convert it into Indian currency at the present exchange rate, it comes to about 4,500, 4,800 rupees a month. Against which, in Delhi, by the Delhi government, the provision is, Huda, for about 20,000 rupees to 30,000, 40,000 rupees per month. I don't know what's the parameter based on which the calculation is made. Huda, we are talking about a principle. We have an Islamic country in our neighborhood which is not paying nationally to its imams and muezzins. Just one state makes some payment, a paltry 4,500 rupees. In Delhi, you have a provision where against the Delhi Waqf Board income of about 30 lakh rupees per annum, the taxpayer is giving about 60 crore rupees to the Waqf Board to make these salary payments. You think this is really in the spirit of secularism as we practice in this country, Huda?
Okay. That is a very valid question. Let me respond to that by taking in purview the larger aspect of the question. The salaries of these muezzins and imams have been pending for a time immemorial. I mean, let us not forget that this is a stipend provided by the Waqf Board, by the Delhi government. This is not even the actual salaries, which again have been pending for way too long now. Yes, the BJP alleges that this comes at a time of the MCD elections. This comes at a time where the Delhi is appeasing the Muslim clerics or the muezzins or the imams. It is anything but that. This issue has been impending for way too long now. I mean, I can draw a parallel here by saying that Modi ji announced, the Uniform Civil Code to be put into order in Gujarat ahead of the Gujarat elections, whereas in Uttarakhand, there was a proper committee formed to put the Uniform Civil Code into order, and then after the elections, nobody saw the light of it.
So, I mean,
if you are going to make it look like this is appeasement politics for Muslims, can we not draw parallels here by what the BJP does?
Lend me your ears. Please let me clarify. Why
okay, what was the charge? What was the charge? You know,
you are speaking quite well, but let me clarify everything.
Firoz Bakht Ahmed, you have to respond to this. Firoz Bakht Ahmed, but I want to add. Firoz Bakht Ahmed, listen to me. We have to take this forward. Still sticking to the merits of the order. I want to come to Firoz Bakht Ahmed first and then to Aldanish in that order. Firoz Bakht Ahmed, let's see what the order says. You know, it can be challenged in a court of law, as Aldanish said, that's okay. But let's go by the words of the order first and then try to understand what is the spirit of this order, which is indicating towards the kind of appeasement politics that's practiced in the country. By the way, Prime Minister has also mentioned has made a comment on appeasement politics in a different context. But sticking to this debate, Firoz Bakht order, Firoz Bakht Ahmed, I am quoting from the order, and and it says it is necessary to go into the history when it comes to giving special religious benefits to the Muslim community by the state. A religious nation, Pakistan was born out of the demand of a section of Indian Muslims for the partition of India along religious lines. But despite Pakistan choosing to be a religious Islamic nation, India chose a constitution guaranteeing equal rights to all religions. Now, don't you think that this provision of paying salaries to imams is actually in contravention of that constitutional spirit? By the way, the order has come on the day when we mark Constitution Day on November 26. Firoz Bakht Ahmed, should the Supreme Court itself review the 1993 verdict in the light of these comments, as also, of course, the true spirit of the Constitution when it comes to treating all religions equally?
All right, now listen to me, Abhishek, with very humble request once again to my co-panelists not to intervene in between and heckle me. Now, you see, you have said it all. When you gave the example of Pakistan, not only in Pakistan, but in big countries like Saudi Arab, like Indonesia, like Turkey and many other, Muslim countries of 56 Muslim countries, this kind of benefit is not granted. Okay, India was giving it, fine, well and good. We all know that muezzins and imams, they are poor, they have to run their house. But this is not the right way. Now, since it has been objected, now let me tell you why Mr. Kejriwal's government was doing it. He was doing, now just 10 more seconds, he was doing it to appease Muslim community, to garner their vote vote bank. Whether it is Congress or Aam Aadmi Party or it is Mamta's party and many other parties, Sapa, Baspa, they have all been taking these Muslims merely as vote bank. They are not, in their areas, they are not making good schools, playgrounds, stadiums, hospitals, dispensaries. They are making the police stations. That is, and most ironic of this is that most of the Muslim community, now elections, they will be polling on December 4. Most of the Muslims are playing down with Kejriwal. They say that he plays to the gallery and they are not going to vote him because most of his policies are anti-Muslim. One simple example, last example, this Abul Fazal Khan. When this metro station was going to be named, instead of naming it as Abul Fazal Khan, what Kejriwal did, he named it as something like Okhla Vihar metro station. People are very upset with him. And you know, likewise, all his corporators or maybe whosoever, they have not done their job. Whatever, they have made 10 things that they are going to do all those things in their localities.
Okay.
If they win this election. Now, this is all appeasement politics and finally, no cleric, either Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikh, should be paid from taxpayers' money. If you want to help them, admit their children to good schools, give them sports facilities like this, but no salaries like this.
Yes.
Aldanish, 2 points that Firoz Bakht Ahmed made, you know. One is that no major Muslim country makes these kind of payments to imams and muezzins just because they are clerics, you know, in service of religion. Number one. Number two, a very important point which is mentioned in the order as well, Aldanish, and you can elaborate since you practice in the Supreme Court. According to Article 27, taxpayers' money should not be used to favor any particular religion. Now, these 2 points taken together, shouldn't the Aam Aadmi Party government by itself scrap this provision and stop paying the salaries?
Okay, now at the outset, whatever is being paid to the Maulana,
or it should be divided to all the pujaris and
clerics with the Supreme Court order.
Firoz Bakht, hold on. Firoz Bakht Ahmed, hold on. Now you have made your point. Uninterrupted, let Aldanish speak.
You'll have to hold on, please, Mr. Firoz Bakht. So everything that is being paid, it is paid in compliance of the Supreme Court order, not as an appeasement politics. If the Aam Aadmi Party or any other state government is not paying it, it would be in defiance of the Supreme Court order. So they would have to pay it, first of all. So please remove this word appeasement. Appeasement is nowhere. It is the Supreme Court who has directed it. Now, when the Supreme Court was directing it, what was there in front of Supreme Court? You have to see that. There were a number of imams who went there and who were claiming the right to life being infringed since there was no salary being given to them. There is no income as such which comes to a mosque.
Aldanish, you are repeating your argument. Aldanish, you are repeating your argument.
Wait a second.
Puja.
Let me complete. Let me complete.
The Delhi
let me complete.
The Delhi board is competent enough.
You made this point, Aldanish. If you can broaden the debate, you know, you said that these imams reached the Supreme Court and hence the order, and because there is an order, Aam Aadmi Party government has no option but to pay.
Yes. Now,
Abhishek, allow me to answer, please.
Yes. Now, when
Puja, you know, the defense being made by those who support this decision, the provision to pay salaries to imams, Puja, is both by Hooda and Aldanish, that because there is a Supreme Court order and the Supreme Court is supreme, the government has no option but to pay. Otherwise, according to them, perhaps the Aam Aadmi Party government and Arvind Kejriwal is an absolute Hindu, and he practices Hinduism, and that he is born on the day of Janmashtami, and that he is a Bhakt of Lord Ram. The impediment is the Supreme Court order, not the politics of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Abhishek, that's a lovely interpretation. I must appreciate the kind of imagination my co-panelist has. I would like to ask one question. If they're complying with the Supreme Court order, where is this written in Supreme Court order that only this money, a salary should be given only to imams and not to the priests and the granthis? Where is this written?
Nobody is denying that.
Where is this written?
Would Huda like to respond to that? Okay, good point. Pooja, you made a good point. Let Huda respond. You made a good point. Let Huda respond. Huda, would you, for the sake of equality, and because Arvind Kejriwal is a very devoted Hindu, make similar payments for temple priests and Gurdwara Granthis and the clergy in the churches in Delhi?
Abhishek, let him be that brave heart to do that.
There's no provision.
He is a Chunavi Hindu. You know, he comes up with Hanuman Chalisa before the elections. He comes up with the
okay, let me put it this way. Pooja, hold on. Huda says that.
Please, this
Pooja, hold on. You made your point. Let me take it forward. Aldanish says that the money is being paid. The salaries are being paid because there is a Supreme Court order, and Huda says that others are not being paid because there is no provision. So Huda and Aldanish, you have to respond to this one by one. My question is, if tomorrow,
yes, please,
hold on. If tomorrow,
yes,
the temple priests
yes,
and the Gurdwara Granthis go to the court and say we also want to be paid, and if the court says okay, fine, pay them, are we looking at a situation where the state puts the bill for practice of religion by its citizens? Are you saying that, Aldanish? Are you saying that, Huda? One by one. First Aldanish and then Huda.
Please. See, as soon as other people would be approaching the court is obviously going to look into the merits of their independent cases and independent causes. The court is anyways going to, after look into all of this, decide in their favor or against them. Whatever has been or would be decided by the Supreme Court has to be complied with by any of the government. It is nothing to say that the Supreme Court order cannot be complied with.
Okay, Aldanish, you are not moving away from, you are not moving ahead from your initial defense, which is that the provision is because of Supreme Court order. Huda, you have to respond now. Huda, would the Aam Aadmi Party government be absolutely happy giving the same salaries to priests of other religion, and to that extent, are you comfortable with the idea that state should be footing the bill for practice of religion by its citizens?
I think Aam Aadmi Party is perhaps the only party that follows secularism of the constitution in its absolute sense. I mean, this is a Supreme Court order, as mentioned by my honored panelists. And Aam Aadmi Party, I believe Aam Aadmi Party has absolutely no issues whatsoever. Not
what about the taxpayers' money,
Okay. Now, I have to wrap up this debate. I am running out of time. Pooja Suri, the Aam Aadmi Party panelists.
Abhishek, that's too sad. What about the
those on the panel who are defending the Aam Aadmi Party, they say that they would be absolutely glad if another court tomorrow says that please pay priests of other religions, but that's really in breach of the principle that's in breach of the principle that state should not be bankrolling any religion as we practice it in India as per provisions of the Constitution in articles, contained in articles between 14 and 19, and then in articles 25 to 30, all provisions within the fundamental rights. All right, so that's on appeasement politics. This is going to continue. In fact, the order made by the Central Information Commission and Information Commissioner Uday Mahurkar, in fact, provides for that the order be sent to the Union Law Ministry for a relook at this provision from the government's point of view. On that note, since appeasement politics is the debate of the day, I hand it over to Deepti, who's going to bring to you what Prime Minister said in a rally in Gujarat. That's appeasement politics of the Congress party and others when it comes to terror. Deepti, over to you.
Oh yes, and the opposition at this moment, Abhishek, having a tough time defending it, because the Prime Minister, remember, has spoken about the Batla House encounter of 2008, and very, very famously, I think all of us remember what Digvijay Singh said, what Mamata Banerjee said, what Arvind Kejriwal said about that encounter. So has the opposition been soft on terror forever? And why? What really are their compulsions? Appeasement politics, is that what takes the center stage? The Prime Minister, remember, was speaking in Khera where he's actually raised this entire issue. And like I said, the opposition finding it very, very difficult to actually even hit back at the BJP with any kind of statement here. So what is the Prime Minister wanting to do? The opposition is on the back foot. Will the BJP be able to better its record, touch a 150? We do not know, but let's bring up everything that's happened on the day's top focus story and then we debate.
July 26th, 2008. Within a span of 70 minutes, 21 bombs went off in Ahmedabad. 56 were killed in the terror attack. 14 years later, 11 were sentenced to life imprisonment and 38 were sentenced to death. And in the run-up to the Gujarat elections, national security has become the number one issue.
सूरत हो, अहमदाबाद हो, इन शहरों में सीरियल बम धमाकों में बहुत से गुजरात के मेरे भाई बहन मारे गए थे। कुछ महीने पहले अहमदाबाद कोर्ट ने इन गुनहगारों को गंभीर सजा दी है। यहां हम गुजरात में आतंकियों को पकड़ते थे, उन पर कार्रवाई करते थे, लेकिन साथियों, कोई भूल नहीं सकता कि कैसे तब दिल्ली में बैठी कांग्रेस सरकार आतंकियों को छुड़ाने में अपनी पूरी ताकत लगा देती थी।
In the same year as Ahmedabad attack, when Delhi police targeted Indian Mujahideen terrorists, there were statements of sympathy made by Congress leaders.
आप याद करिए, दिल्ली में जब बाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर हुआ तो कांग्रेस के नेता आतंकियों के समर्थन में रोने लगे, रोने। कांग्रेस आतंकवाद को भी वोट बैंक की नजर से देखती।
And in an apparent attack on Aam Aadmi Party, PM Modi slammed politics of appeasement.
सिर्फ कांग्रेस ही नहीं है, अब तो ऐसी भांति भांति के दल पैदा हुए हैं। ये दल भी शॉर्टकट की राजनीति में यकीन करते हैं। उनको तो सत्ता की भूख भी जरा तेज है। वो वोट बैंक की राजनीति करने पर उतारू हैं। अपीजमेंट, तुष्टीकरण के पॉलिटिक्स में इंटरेस्टेड हैं।
So is the Prime Minister wrong when he says this?
जब कोर्ट के अंदर मामले चलते हैं तो पिछले दरवाजे से उन्हीं से मिले हुए लोग आतंकवादियों की पैरवी करने के लिए कोर्ट के दरवाजे तक पहुंच जाते थे। भाइयों बहनों, ऐसे दलों से गुजरात को, देश को बहुत सतर्क रहने की जरूरत है।
4 days for Gujarat to cast its first vote, and the issue of terrorism has taken center stage. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
So why are there some political parties that use appeasement as a shortcut to get into power? Or is the BJP right now scared? Is the BJP desperate? We will find answers to those questions and many more questions on top of your mind as I say good evening to our panel of guests joining us. Tom Varakkan is a senior leader and spokesperson of the BJP. Major General Dhruv Katotsav is director of the India Foundation. He has some very, very strong views when it comes to internal security. Prashant Gadvi is a political analyst. He's joining us live from Ahmedabad. He's actually on the road. Prashant, thank you for your time. Huda Zariwala is a political analyst. She leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party, and Pankaj Sharma is a senior journalist, and he here will be defending the Congress. So Pankaj, why don't we start with you? Why are you using appeasement as a shortcut to power? Why have you been soft on terror? Pankaj, can you hear us?
Yes, yes. Yeah, please. Can you please?
So Pankaj, why have you been soft on terror?
Who has been so soft on terror? The Congress party. See, if what Narendra Bhai Modi has said in Gujarat today has been said as a leader campaigning to somehow win the electoral battle for his Bharatiya Janata Party, I would say that stooping to such levels in the hope of getting some extra votes should be avoided. This is not the way you do things. But if he has made the allegations that previous Congress governments have been shielding terrorists in his capacity as the Prime Minister of India, then I would say that this is a very, very serious charge. And Modi ji must set up a commission of inquiry, place all the facts and proofs before it, and let the nation know if there is any substance in what he has said today. Otherwise, nothing could be a more irresponsible statement which he has made with perhaps malicious and horrible intentions at the time of elections. Election comes, election goes, but a Prime Minister must maintain the grace and dignity of the chair. He is not a fringe element. He should realize this.
Okay. Pankaj, before I get this to Tom, because I know he wants to come in. Who said farzical strike? Who said khoon ki dalali? Do you remember what a leader called Digvijay Singh said about the Batla House encounter? Do you remember who said proof dikhaiye, saboot dikhaiye of the surgical strikes?
Yeah, there were some apprehensions in the country. So Congress must have raised the voice. What is wrong in this?
In the Congress, sorry, not the country, the Congress.
See, Modi has said that it is because of the Congress government that terrorism became fearless and terrorism raised its head in big cities. He says that Congress governments put all its efforts to release terrorists. Tell me, when did the worst surrender by the government of India before the terrorists took place in our modern history? Whose government released hardcore terrorists?
You know,
Masood
Pankaj,
Azhar, Omar Sheikh, Mushtaq Ahmed Jafar.
I'm obviously trying to jog your memory. I don't think that you're even willing to go that road. But do you remember what the then Home Minister was saying and doing on 26/11? And if not even that bad, why don't you just rewind to what happened 4 days ago? You had an actor who's putting out a tweet and you have a Congress neta who seconds that tweet. Did the Congress speak up? Did the Congress tell us nothing doing, we stand with the country, we stand with our forces? So isn't there a merit when the Prime Minister makes that charge at the entire opposition? The reason why you're not able to defend it ever?
See, please tell me whose government released the hardcore terrorists? Those terrorists in 1999.
Why are you ashamed to speak about Batla House encounter? Why are you ashamed to speak about what happened in 26/11? And
nobody is ashamed of anything.
We have limited
First of all,
time.
I am not a Congress
I have at
spokesperson.
least asked you that question thrice.
See, you should ask these questions to Congress party.
Will you say that?
You should
Will you
ask
say
these
that the
questions
Congress
to
has been
Congress
soft
party.
on terror and that should not have been the case? Pankaj.
But let me say that who released the terrorists were escorted by a senior minister of the then BJP government to be handed over to their gang members in a foreign
it's
country.
not
It is
BJP
actually from
versus
that
Congress,
time that
it's
the
about
terrorism
national
became
security, and
fearless.
that is why the Congress fails. 1 second, I've asked you that question 4 times, Pankaj. I've given you good enough time, but you haven't, seen any merit in this, apart from playing politics. And Tom, with your permission, I also want to get in Huda Zariwala, and then I'll come to you and Major General Dhruv Katoch and Prashant also. Huda Zariwala, do you want me to tell you what Arvind Kejriwal said about the Batla House encounter?
Well aware of what Arvind Kejriwal ji holds the opinions as far as any kind of political or non-political aspects are concerned. This is a leader who talks on the development model. This is a leader who talks on education, who talks on health, who talks on mohalla clinics, who talks on the safety of women.
What development model? You have Satyendra Jain in jail. That is development. Whose development is that? I don't know, because I think it's important, Major General Dhruv Katoch Saab, to I think show the mirror to these political parties. One second, Huda Sariwala. I want to quote verbatim. I am quoting verbatim what Arvind Kejriwal said, madam, because you again are too embarrassed to repeat those comments on national television. He said that there should be an independent investigation into the Batla House encounter. He also said, listen to this, he said it must also be probed under what circumstances the police officer, that is Mohan Chand, was killed, because he was trying to allude to a full cover-up here. Has he apologized for those comments? Has he said he was sorry? Has he said he was misguided?
I would like to respond to that by posing a small question, and then I will respond to that. Our esteemed Prime Minister Modi ji does not talk on any issues as far as any kind of elections are concerned, be it the MCD Chunav, be it be the Gujarat elections.
But you said you're a different party, right? You said you're a different party.
I mean,
Arvind Kejriwal says hame rajniti karni nahi aati. He's campaigning in Gujarat. He's campaigning in Gujarat. Satyendra Jain is cooling his heels in jail. He's getting all the VVIP treatment.
Okay, can I?
I do not know what your education model is. There is apparently a scam in your schools, scam in your hospitals. Your minister who's jailed is still a minister. Punjab has the entire Khalistan overtone on it. So I do not know what development you're talking about.
No development topics to talk about.
The question is not about what the BJP has said and done. I want to ask, what has Arvind Kejriwal said and done about terrorism?
The modus operandi of the BJP and the Prime Minister Modi ji is to put such a scare against the Aam Aadmi Party, or even Congress for that matter. Bring a topic of terrorism and everybody is going to be scared.
Okay.
Bring a topic
so the Prime Minister is
like
trying to scare people. Tom Vadakkan, come in here.
And nobody.
Tom, the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress allege that you are trying to scare the voter. You're trying to scare the voter. Tom.
Well, that's a very interesting comment being made by those who have been following the path of appeasement. The Prime Minister, Honorable Shri Modi ji, is spot on when he talks about what has happened in Gujarat. The bomb explosions that he talks about the Surat, then he talks about Ahmedabad explosions.
Issues of the Aam Aadmi.
Aam Aadmi is in jail.
Huda Sariwala, why don't you allow Tom at least to make his opening comments? Then you can come in. Tom.
Aam Aadmi is currently in jail. So let me not go into details of the parlor that is running in the jail. That is another issue. Now, as to the question of the threatening people, scaring people, who did it? 17 hours delay was seen on the Taj operation. NSE arrived 17 hours. They had to consider the appeasement politics. My friend here, Pankaj, is a dear friend. And he rightly said he's not the spokesman of the BJP, of the Congress party. Because it is a very, delicate situation. Pathankot happened. What were the comments coming out from the Congress party? Then on Batla incident, what was the comments of the Chief Minister of Delhi, who mentioned about Batla? What is the comment about the Congress president weeping? Now, these are issues which are serious. If the Prime Minister wants to remind the people of Gujarat before D-Day that please keep this in mind.
Okay.
Can the Prime Minister say what has he done for the people of India, for the people of Gujarat, for the people of Delhi in MCD? Can the Prime Minister matter to the people? Can the Prime Minister actually put out the work and the development that he has done either for the people of Gujarat or for the people of Delhi while in MCD? The Morbi Bridge incident, we have all seen what a chance it was.
Okay, Huda Sariwala.
On that, no. Does BJP,
okay, so the Aam Aadmi Party there is getting offensive. Tom, before I take this to Prashant and Major General Dhruv Katoch, Tom, the question that a lot of people are also asking is that why not fight the election on localized issues? Why is the Prime Minister not speaking about unemployment? Why is he not talking about education? Why is he not speaking about other issues that concern the common man? And why are you rewinding to what happened in 2002, 2008? Why are you going back in time?
We are not going back in time. Our manifesto speaks it all. If this lady had the time and patience to read our manifesto, what we have done and what we have achieved in the state of Gujarat. You have not read it. If you had read it, you would not come with such a campaign.
Ms. Zariwala, please allow Tom to respond to those questions. I still have Major General Dhruv Katoch and Prashant who haven't spoken. Please.
It's time that Aam Aadmi Party comes out with a confession of how many scams they have made in Delhi suffer. The Minister of Jail is in jail.
Okay.
Now wait for the charge sheet of Sisodia. It's coming, don't worry. It's coming shortly.
Aam Aadmi Party has time and again proved that it is the only
not this debate on Manish Sisodia. But Tom, before I take this to Major General Dhruv Katoch and Prashant Gadvi, Tom, 1 second.
Yeah.
Tom, just in 10 seconds, who's your bigger enemy? Is it the Congress or the Aam Aadmi Party in Gujarat?
We don't have enemies in this country. We have the people. We have the people's court. Let the people decide. These are parties, political parties. They're competent.
Yes, the people shall decide on the voting day.
But if they are looking at the BJP, if they are looking at the BJP as an enemy, that's their problem. We are putting issues before the people of this country,
All right. Tom, obviously not wanting to get into that discussion, but now I want to get in Prashant, and then I'm going to come to Major General Dhruv Katoch Saab. And Katoch Saab, thank you for your patience. But Prashant, what is happening? Is the BJP really scared, as the opposition alleges, or the plan of the BJP is only to better its record? Of 127 that they picked up in 2002. What's going on ground?
So first time in the history of Gujarat, we are finding triangular fight between the political parties. Till today, it was only two major parties, BJP and Congress. First time, Aam Aadmi Party has got penetrated a lot. But before 6 months, I think I'm clearly saying before 6 months, balloon was with all air, with full of air. But now, since last 1 month, we are not finding that much air in the balloon. So definitely, yes, Aam Aadmi Party is doing some, groundwork and hard work. But they cannot cross the magic figure as they are contesting for the first time. Yes, in every my debate I used to say BJP is having their own track record, positive track record of 27 years. So they should speak on the issues, local issues, employment, then inflations and everything. But yes, you take down one weighing scale, put down all the issues at one side, and put down only two things: curfew, terrorism, and Hindutva. Then that palada will be definitely high. Or against all the issues, and that's why I think people.
So Prashant, is the plan consolidation of Hindus? Is that the larger plan and the aim? And obviously,
yes,
pictures like terrorism, nationalism, help the BJP do that.
We have to understand one thing. Even in United Nations, whenever Narendra Modi goes and deliver the speech, every time he focused on the zero tolerance on terrorism. And 26/11, why today we are discussing, or why Modi has 26/11, just day before yesterday, just yesterday only, it was a very black day for India. India has seen black day of terrorism, as well as Akshardham, as well as the Pulwama. So we are definitely fed up. Everybody is fed up, even in the world also, and we want a zero tolerance. So BJP has their own track record, but at the same time, you should speak on your local development issues, local issues which people are demanding. But as I told you, people of Gujarat has seen only two major parties, and whenever Modi speaks about the Hindutva or terrorism, people goes one side, and that's why it is easy cakewalk for BJP to form the government.
All right, Prashant, I think you make some very important points, but I really want to go to the gentleman on the panel, Major General Dhruv Katoch, who is not a neta, and he speaks with a lot of gravity. So I think all of us must listen to him, especially Pankaj and Ms. Huda Zariwala, who've been bickering over politics and national security. So Major General Dhruv Katoch Saab, is it wrong if the Prime Minister in the state of Gujarat is making national security, appeasement politics the number one issue? Or is it politics only?
Thank you, Deepthi. Deepthi, I think it's been a very interesting debate, and I've enjoyed going through the comments of all the panelists. Now, let me give out my view. You see, I totally agree with everybody when they say development should be the agenda. However, let us understand, development can only be an agenda under the ambit of security. You see, we have seen what has happened to Jammu and Kashmir since the mid 80s, and then becoming very violent since the 90s, right? Now, that is because it was under a terrorist envelope. We have seen what happened to Punjab. We have seen what has happened to parts of Northeast India. We have seen what has happened in the left-wing corridor. You see, where development has suffered because we did not have the ambit of security. And when we don't have the ambit of security, even foreign companies are not willing to invest in India. So security is fundamental. And this is why I feel that all political parties, when it comes to terrorism, they must actually speak in one voice. Now, when the Mumbai attacks took place, I'm surprised that all the political parties should have actually come under one umbrella and said, okay, let's stop it. But that didn't happen. We found that post that, we found very serious attempts being made by certain political parties to try to balance terror. To say, okay, if there is Muslim terror or Islamic terror, there is also Hindu terror. And for the first time, this term Hindu terror got coined. Now, it is not required. You see, terrorism, leave religion out of terrorism. There is a terrorist, regardless of his religion, we must resolve that issue. So, but we are not doing that. Now we have given it a color, right? And we say, okay, because all these cases which have come out, 50, 100, 200, 1,000 of them, all of them have been Muslims involved. Let us create an imaginative terror. Let us also create something called Hindu terror. Now, this was something which I find totally objectionable. It doesn't work because ultimately it is the country which suffers.
According to you, all terrorists are Muslims? According to you...
No, Huda Zariwala, you will not, please, you will not interrupt Major General Saab. No. Huda Zariwala, there are very, very direct questions that have gone into the Aam Aadmi Party, and only for word of time. But do remember, this is an issue that Republic will revisit again. We are building up to the big elections in Gujarat. First phase of polling on the 1st. Ms. Huda Zariwala and all gentlemen, thank you so much for your time, for your wisdom here. We are back on the other side with lots more.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
झाके रे झाके झरोखे से झाके हैरत से आंखें अपनी सी दुनिया नई रंगी लागे ख्यालों की खिड़की से मन कूदे भागे झाके रे झाके झरोखे से झाके देख के दम है छोटे बड़े सारे झाके रे झाके हर कोई ताके तरक्की को टुक टुक हर कोई ताके झाके रे झाके
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Chief Minister is here. We will try to speak to the Chief Minister. Sir, CM sir, one question. CM sir, one question regarding the law and order situation. Sir, CM sir.
Across English markets, Republic TV is 40%. In super prime time with Arnab, Republic TV 45%. And across India, Republic TV with 33%. It's a reality check for the pretenders. It's natural for the number 2 and number 3 to be excited. But there's only one boss on Indian television, Republic.
This Pakistani drone shot down by the BSF that had tried to enter into the Indian territory. Now, this is an incident that took place late last night. In this video that has been released, you can see the interaction of Satyendra Jain with the jail superintendent inside the Tihar jail. ISRO's PSLV C-54 carrying 9 satellites. This has been a successful liftoff from Sriharikota.
ETO साहब अमृतपाल सिंह रनिंग अ कैंपेन डिमांडिंग द खालिस्तान, तो गवर्नमेंट क्यों साइलेंट है? ETO साहब गवर्नमेंट कोई जवाब नहीं दे रही है उस पे. ETO साहब, if you can answer just because to clear the stand of the government. ETO साहब, why the government is not taking action? Why the government is silent?
Does the Pakistani version of the Game of Thrones end here? Many people think it will.
In the poll-bound state of Gujarat, this is the Prime Minister's biggest attack on Congress, accusing the party of taking a soft stand on terror. The Congress cried over the Batla terrorists, shielded terrorists for their vote bank. The Prime Minister charges at the Congress party as he addresses a rally in Gujarat's Kheda. The Prime Minister, in a veiled attack, says some parties are using appeasement for shortcut politics.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
This Pakistani drone shot down by the BSF that had tried to enter into the Indian territory. Now, this is an incident that took place late last night. In this video that has been released, you can see the interaction of Satyendra Jain with the jail superintendent inside the Tihar jail. ISRO's PSLV C-54 carrying 9 satellites. This has been a successful liftoff from Sriharikota.
ETO साहब अमृतपाल सिंह रनिंग अ कैंपेन डिमांडिंग द खालिस्तान, तो गवर्नमेंट क्यों साइलेंट है? ETO साहब गवर्नमेंट कोई जवाब नहीं दे रही है उस पे. ETO साहब, if you can answer just because to clear the stand of the government. ETO साहब, why the government is not taking action? Why the government is silent?
Does the Pakistani version of the Game of Thrones end here? Many people think it will. They think that there is a new chief in town and things will settle down. But my whatever little reading of Pakistan I've done tells me that this is the beginning. When he became DGISI, that was the time when he had access to a lot of so-called civilian intelligence. And this is the time when General Munir, he went to Imran Khan Niazi and he said, I have proof. He showed Imran Khan why his wife was corrupt. And it was there in black and white.
Kashmiri Pandits are staging protests in Jammu saying that till the time their security is not being restored, they want the permanent transfer out of the Kashmir Valley.
Khalistan, they have declared as a terrorist organization. When a group of people openly demanding the Punjab to be the Khalistan, but government turned completely mum on the situation.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this special episode of The Nation Wants to Know. Today is Constitution Day. As we mark this day, joining me is someone who holds a high constitutional position. With me is Dr. Tamilisai Soundarajan. Dr. Soundarajan serves as the governor of Telangana. She's been holding the post since 8th of September 2019. She's the first woman to hold the office. And she's made some rather sensational and grave allegations these days. She's been quite a bit in the news. Dr. Soundarajan, you've been in the news. People say governors should not be in the news. They should avoid the headlines. But you've been literally grabbing the headlines recently. Why is that?
This is some incidents are happening, and it is my duty to convey that to the people of the country and to the people of the state. And it is not grabbing the headlines. It is informing the people what all the atrocities which are happening in the state which I am heading. So it is my duty to convey. But I have not crossed my limits, and I convey as a citizen to the first citizen to the people of the citizens.
No, you said that your phone is being tapped. And on 9th November, you said that you allege that your phone lines are being illegally tapped by the TRS government. What prompted you to make this allegation? And why do you think your phones are being tapped?
Actually, there was, that poaching problem was there, that it was conveyed to the people. The official Twitter handle of the TRS, one of the official handles, he is the spokesperson, and he is the chairperson of the mining department in Telangana, and he tweets and retweets a message saying that Raj Bhavan, particularly Tushar, is involved in this problem. But why I got that doubt means Tushar was my former ADC, and he was talking with me for 2 or 3 days. And that tweet said, within hours or within 1 day, we will expose the involvement of Raj Bhavan in this, particularly Tushar. Then why they mentioned Tushar's name, particularly Tushar, my former ADC, was talking to me to get my wishes for Deepavali. So this prompted me to doubt that my phone, somebody overheard my phone or somebody tapped my phone. Because of this, I had that doubt.
So they were trying to drag you into the MLA poaching case? Is that what you're talking about? That they were trying to drag you into it?
Yes. There was a tweet saying that Raj Bhavan is involved in this, particularly Tushar and my name. They predicted the name with some Tushar. So they wanted to drag me in that problem, in that case, saying that Raj Bhavan is involved in that. And particularly the name of Tushar was mentioned in that. And they also informed within 1 hour or within 1 day, this will be exposed. Then I got angry and I rebutted by my message from Raj Bhavan. And because of that, why they projected it like that? Because Tushar was talking to me. Tushar means my ADC. So I had that doubt. So I expressed my doubt about my phone tapping.
Only the police have the power to tap phones. The police comes under the state home ministry. So are you saying the state machinery could be used to spy on someone who holds a constitutional office?
No, because the constitution post is not respected in Telangana. So I can doubt. There are reasons for me to doubt about that. Because the constitution post is not at all respected. Wherever I go, collector doesn't come, SP doesn't come. And the protocol is not at all followed. I have visited 18 districts in Telangana. Nowhere collector came. There is a standard operative procedure. There is this is the institution, constitutional institution. I am not just Tamilisai. The governor of Telangana is visiting the districts. And I doubt because they denied my opportunity to address in the assembly. And they denied my opportunity to hoist the flag, unfurl the flag during the Republic Day. In a public place, and nobody visits Raj Bhavan, Chief Minister doesn't visit, and whatever may be the public program I attend, the MLAs, the local MLAs don't attend, and the ministers of the local area don't attend, and totally they insult the office. So what is wrong in doubting like that? Because they officially, they tweeted like that. So because of that evidence only, I raised my doubt.
I just want to go back to the phone tapping. Will you be filing a complaint on this matter? Because the last time such allegations were made against KCR was June 2015. Chandrababu Naidu had made similar allegations. Will you be filing a complaint? Do you want someone to act and investigate the matter?
No, actually,
because my point is, if there is an attempt to drag the governor into a phone tapping, via phone tapping, into a MLA poaching controversy, which seems to be the attempt to drag you into the poaching controversy.
No, because immediately I rebutted. And from the government, immediately after my tweet, they mentioned, because this is in the court of law, so nobody should express their views in this matter. So that itself, they expose themselves, because somebody is talking like this, somebody is tweeting like that. So immediately when they came with that idea of words, because they were telling this is in the court of law, so the TRS people, the workers, don't express your views in this particular matter. Then I left it.
Why would KCR want to tap your phone? Just think, why would he want to tap your phone? The Telangana Finance Minister T. Harish Rao says everybody knows who is tapping how many phones with the help of Pegasus. That was the response. They say, why would we snoop on the governor's phone? Why would we tap her phone? Why? What's the purpose?
No, why? Why means they often, without any base or without any evidence, they always say, I am a BJP person, I am a BJP, I am working for BJP, simply because there is no any evidence. I am not behaving like that. I am a responsible person. I am in the public life for more than 25 years. We know what post we are holding and we know our responsibility also. But repeatedly, they want to mislead the people and always say she is involved in political activities and she is a BJP person. Some of their ministers say she is the second president of BJP. Without any evidence, they are telling that. So, because they think like that, they would have thought like that. So, they would have gone for taping, because they may be suspecting my activities. That is my suspicion also.
They're suspecting your activities in what way? What are they suspecting? You're a governor.
No, repeat. Yeah, that is what. I am telling that what you are telling only, I am telling the people. I am a governor. And I know my responsibility. And I have a transparent office. I am not hiding anything. What are the lists? Who are the people I am visiting? Who are visiting me? The appointment list, when they alleged that I am behaving like a BJP person, they have changed Raj Bhavan into a BJP Bhavan. I rebutted. I told, I will give you the appointment list. I have seen TRS people, TDP people, and I have seen Congress people, persons, leaders, and communist leaders, NGOs. And I am in the public domain. My office is transparent. I am not hiding anything. But wantedly, they wanted to mislead the people, because when I was appointed as the governor, the PRO from the chief minister's desk, he immediately wrote an article saying that politicians cannot be the governor. Sarkaria Commission says the politicians cannot be the governor. I told, everywhere politicians, most of the politicians became the governor. But after becoming the governor, they should not do politics. That is Sarkaria's commission. So that is the verdicts of Sarkaria Commission. But they wanted, from the first day, they wanted to drag me into the controversy, saying that I am a politician. So
but you are taking on, you're also taking them on. You said you in Puducherry when you went, you said that if the governor meets the people, the politicians will get a cold fever. These were your words. What were you trying to say? You see, this kind of statement makes you look like you're taking them on directly. You may say it's being proactive. Is it being proactive? Do you think a proactive role spooks the state government?
No, why I told that? Because I meet the people. I get the memorandum from them, and what all the smallest help I could do, I was doing. It is not that I repeatedly I was telling I will act as a bridge between the people and the government. I am only a catalyst. So I have a communicative sense and I want to meet the people. People want to meet me. So it is not that I am bypassing the government. When people want to meet me, no constitution says governor should not meet the people. So I can meet the people, and if at all giving any request also, I am going to request the officers, or I am going to request the government. So when people, as a woman, people want to see me. So I am conducting people grievance day. So every politician is criticizing that. Only why they are meeting the people, only the people representatives should do that. I am telling, when people representatives are meeting the people, why large number of people are coming to meet me? So let them follow. Even after me meeting the people at Telangana, then the Chief Minister announced, each and every MLA or minister meet the people. So I am motivating them to do good things only. So meeting the people, they think that I am bypassing them.
No, there's a fight. The fact is, it's not about. Is there an attempt to undermine you? Is there an attempt to undermine you, Dr. Soundarajan? The TRS has accused you of politicizing the nomination of P. Kaushik Reddy last year under the governor's quota, forcing them to nominate him under the MLA's quota later. Is there an attempt to undermine your office?
Yeah, because you yourself told Kaushik Reddy, I have exposed my inability to endorse him because that candidature was recommended for a service quota. And it's a governor's quota. That is under the category of service quota. So I told it cannot be done because he is a politician and there is no any service activities by him. So I denied, but they gave another candidate, I endorsed them. So it is not that even I am
but
not
you're also taking on KCR. When you do that, you're taking on KCR directly.
If it is not...
No, but you're taking him on directly.
No, they are thinking like that I am taking on. It is the responsibility of a governor. And it is a responsibility of me to assess the candidature.
No, you're needling him. You're needling him.
The situation.
You're needling the TRS government.
No, actually they knew that. Then why did they give another candidate? They were not very confident on continuing this candidate because I denied, because it could not be done under the service category. Then they gave me another candidate, I endorsed it.
So the thing is, Dr. Soundarajan, many people have a problem. They say that, you see, a governor should be a retired politician. But Dr. Soundarajan is an active politician. She has been a very active politician. Usually politicians, after they are retired, after they have served a full innings, after 50 years in public life, then after all of that, they, they get the governor's office. But Dr. Soundarajan is too active. And TRS MLA Jeevan Reddy said that if Dr. Soundarajan wants to do politics, she should be appointed as BJP president and replace Bandi Sanjay. Basically, that is the point that they have with you.
No, yeah, that is what they are, without any base. They are alleging like that. I am telling, I am an active person. There is no, I am not contradicting with that view. But I am an active person. But I want to, want my Rajbhavan to be active without politicizing. Apolitically, a governor can be active.
You're not apolitical. Dr. Soundarajan, are you truly apolitical? Are you truly apolitical? You were very active in politics, even when you were
definitely. Yeah,
Are you apolitical? Honestly, would you say you're apolitical? They say you want to turn Raj Bhavan into political Bhavan.
No, I cannot say that. I cannot say that because I am not politicizing Raj Bhavan. I am, it's a people Bhavan. It is Praja Bhavan. It is not BJP Bhavan. I am telling it is Praja Bhavan. They are telling BJP Bhavan. They can come and see the activities in the Raj Bhavan. Openly, I invite them. Because the people come there are coming with distress. Even for medical admissions they are coming. They are for assistance, help for educational assistance they are coming. And for Red Cross activities they are coming. So it is not that a governor should be sitting inside the Raj Bhavan within the four walls and not involved in any public activities. So I am involved in public activities apolitically. But why they are not unable to approach the CM? They are able to approach the governor.
So that is the
problem of the.
No, but that's the point. You are acting
because
like a parallel government. You are acting like a parallel head of the government. You see the point you made just now.
No, why?
What you said right now was very interesting.
Definitely.
Why are they not going to KCR? Why are they coming to me?
Not.
Aren't you being confrontational with KCR?
Definitely not. I am telling because I am telling if they are meeting the people, why they have to come to me? I am having so much of requests, memorandums from the people. So my view is, please see the people, meet the people. According to me, even the smallest office, whether it is a village sarpanch, whether it is a governor who is drawing a salary from the government, is entitled to meet the people. So they cannot tell that I cannot meet the people because I am not politician. I am meeting as a co-citizen only. I am not telling about any political party.
But let me go on specific on something.
And my forum is open for.
No, you are okay, Dr. Soundarajan. The Telangana government also has accused you of sitting on 6 important bills which have been passed by the State's Assembly with regard to the Common Recruitment Board bill in the Telangana University. Now, why are you not passing that? Are you again trying to be confrontational with the TRS? They are saying the governor is sitting on important bills which have been passed by the Assembly. You are doing that, aren't you?
Definitely not. I am not sitting on the bills. I am not sitting on the bills. They are alleging like that. I am not sitting on the bills. They also know I was assessing the bill. And I called the education minister for some clarification. And I wrote UGC. It is my concern because it's my concern because from 2013 recruitment didn't happen. And now they are wanted to quicken the process for almost 1.5 months to 2 months. I am assessing the bill. They were not recruiting and most of the posts were vacant, which was indicated by me. I had a meeting with all the vice chancellors and I prepared a report saying that more than 50 to 60% of teaching and non-teaching posts are vacant. I was the one who was repeatedly telling them how I will halt, why I will halt, because why they are not following the procedure which was not followed previously, and I have my doubts.
Do you realize?
So I want to clear it. I want to clear it. And I have approached the UGC. It should be UGC.
Now, Dr. Soundarajan, the state government officials of the State Education Department have all claimed that the governor, that you are delaying the clearances of the Telangana University's Common Recruitment Board Bill 2022. I am asking you, why have you not cleared the bill yet? If there is a problem with it, specifically, why haven't you sent it back to be changed?
No, I need some time. No, I need some time. Actually, I assessed it and they told in Orissa they are following it and in Bihar they are following it. And then I approached that state, but they are not following the same pattern because nowadays we are decentralizing the recruitment to the universities. Now they want to centralize it. And all the vice chancellors, because I wrote to UGC and UGC has not cleared it. UGC is telling that it is not only the recruitment, it is the research activities should be carried out. So just like that, they cannot recruit it. And another thing, they are moving from the academicians to bureaucracy. So I have my own doubts. I am clarifying it. They were not recruiting. They were pending recruitment for more than 10 years. And for 1.5 to 2 months, they want to quicken it and they want to blame me. I want a foolproof recruitment. So I have right to assess and analyze the bill. And if it is, I am satisfied, I will send it. And if I am not satisfied, I will resend it. And even I am not, I don't want to resend it, I will send to the Rashtrapati. So there are options are there. So 2 months, according to me, 2 months is not a delay instead of following a wrong precedence because they are totally want to change the total scenario of recruitment. I doubt that.
Is this why they want to tap your phone and find out what you're up to, who you are talking to? Because they're very serious. Go back to the phone tapping thing. When I heard about the allegation of phone tapping, I said, this is unbelievable. A governor's phone being tapped. We talk about privacy of citizens. Individuals' phones should not be tapped, and no state government can do it at their whim and fancy. It's a very serious charge. Is this why you feel you're being put under some kind of surveillance? Is there a trust deficit where you're being put under some kind of surveillance by the state government?
Actually, I doubt. It is my right to doubt that. Because why it is that the total protocol, a total procedure and the respect to the office and respect to the governor is not followed. When such things are happening and everything is politicized by the TRS ministers are trolling me. Some of their, with the official handle, they are trolling me and they are telling, instead of during the Agniveer agitation, there was an agitation in the Secunderabad railway station. They are tweeting, go and do agitation in front of Raj Bhavan. Then what type of respect they have? So because of all this attitude and activities of the ministers also, I doubt. Because they are politicizing it and they are not respecting the office and they are having a biased feeling against the governor. I am asking, whatever may be the situation, okay, I am confronting, but is it the way the governor should be treated? Is it the way the governor should be respected in a state? So only I conveyed this message to the people of Telangana. In the Telangana history, the history will be written for 2 years. Governor, the protocol is not followed. 18 to 19 weeks. Yesterday also I went to a district. Collector didn't come. SP didn't come. What type of respect you have? So that is only I am telling. They are not respecting the governor's office. They are always suspecting. So only I also suspected.
Are you being humiliated? Do you feel humiliated? There's an attempt to humiliate you?
Yes. Yeah, I am not humiliated. I am a person. I have self-pride, everything, no problem. But humiliation is what? Not following the protocol, not allowing the governor to unfurl the flag in a public place. What prevented you? Why are you behaving like that? You don't want your governor to
Have you been given a chance to address the Telangana Assembly even once?
You cited Corona. Huh?
Have you been given a chance to address the Telangana Assembly even once?
2 times I addressed. First assembly I addressed. Second assembly I addressed. Third, I was denied. And
what do you mean denied?
If I attend a program, Chief Minister won't come.
You said you were denied a chance to address the assembly?
It's not only me denied the opportunity of addressing the assembly. The rights of the member of Legislative Assembly are denied the discussion on the governor's address. What address I am going to convey to the people? The address which is given by them, the achievements. Then I think there is no achievements of them to be addressed by the governor. They would have thought like that. But why it is denied? I am asking to the people and I am asking to the country. Why? Every budget session will be begin with the governor's address. Why? Why this governor's address is denied? Why I am denied from giving the governor's address? What is the matter? What is the explanation you have? So you are discriminating. You don't want the address. You don't want the governor to come and address. You are discriminating. You are underestimating, undermining the governor's office. That is what. What is the explanation they want to tell? It is only the governor's achievement, government's achievement I am going to address. Why they don't want me to talk?
No, in August you criticized the government. In August you criticized the government after you were not allowed to hoist the national flag on Republic Day. Now many of these discussions are coming out in the public forum at a national level now, but it is quite shocking that you were blocked from hoisting the national flag on Republic Day.
Yes, this state and the state government should answer that. Whole country celebrated the Republic Day and they sent a message, governor should hoist the flag within the walls of the Raj Bhavan. But I don't want to undermine the Republic Day. I am a patriot and I am from the freedom fighters family. So I organized the grand program within the Raj Bhavan. When my officials approached the government, the LAD department, to come and arrange for Republic Day, they told, no, government only to hoist the flag in a single post. We won't arrange any program. There won't be any band. There won't be any parade. Nobody will come. Chief Minister will not come. MLAs will not come. MPs will not come. Ministers will not come. It is not my program. It is the pride of our nation. Each and every state had a public program. Each and every state had a parade except Telangana. It will be written in the history of Telangana. 2022 Republic Day program is not conducted and flag was not unfurled by the governor. What is this type of behavior? What type of discrimination this is? I am asking. This should be answered by the state. Whatever may be. Okay, I am confronting. You think I am not your governor. Whatever may be your thinking. I am not bothered. But why? It is not me insulting me. It is the undermining the nation's pride. It is the people of Telangana should have the pride of conducting the Republic Day and they should salute the flag. That right has been denied to the people of Telangana. Is this correct? Whatever may be the situation.
You have also said that the state will write in its history how a woman governor was discriminated against. You feel you're being discriminated against as a woman?
Yes. I am telling that, yes. For example, I am telling. It may be a personal, but I want to convey to the people of Telangana. My mother died. I lost my mother when I was a governor. Then only 3 officers I conveyed with my words because I was crying. I called my Prime Minister's office. I called my Rashtrapati office and called personally to the Chief Minister's office. Both the higher officers immediately called. It is only personal. But the previous governor, the same incidents happened. He was with the governor for one day. For all ceremonies he was with the governor. But didn't he have a courtesy? Because after my mother's body was kept in my house in Chennai, Pondicherry Chief Minister came. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister came. I am not telling it's mandatory, but it is the basic courtesy. The state's head's mother lost her life and she herself conveyed the message. The same thing happened to the previous governor. And one day totally he was. It is only to compare. I am not telling that somebody should come and somebody should share with my grief. Nothing that. But this is a comparison I am telling. And so many times everyone says that previous governor, every week he comes to the Raj Bhavan. And even if I say during the corona period, I am a doctor. I wanted the chief minister to come and discuss with me. I had some ideas to combat the virus. Repeatedly, if he called also, he didn't come. Very few times he has visited Raj Bhavan. Why? The previous governor, you visited every week, every month. Then what made you to think like that? Then I think because you don't want to obey a female. So you have, another thing I want to say. Till I acquired the post of governorship at Telangana, no female lady ministers were not there. The whole council of ministers was occupied by only men. Then morning I sworn in as a governor. Evening I gave oath to 2 female ministers. Only after that 2 female ministers were sworn in. So I have a doubt. I have definitely a doubt. Because you don't want a lady to be in a constitutional post. What made your IAS officers to obey you? It is Indian Administrative Service. IAS officers are not receiving me in the districts because of their own swims and swans. No. This is the message from the Chief Minister. They are obeying the Chief Minister. Why you are doing? Again, I am telling, because I am a woman, you are discriminating me. This is the mindset of yours. That I am telling. Let them answer for this. Let them answer.
You feel they have a sexist attitude? You think the Chief Minister is having a sexist, misogynistic attitude towards you?
I don't want to elaborate this. I am telling from the beginning, they don't want to respect me. Another message I am telling. Usually, the Republic Day unfolding will be in the parade grounds.
Yeah.
Parade ground is a big ground with all parade activities. But they shrunk the activities to public gardens. Even most of the neutral people called me and told, till last year, the Republic Day parade was in the parade gardens. It's a grand parade was conducted. But why? After you became the governor, it was undermined. The Republic Day program was undermined, and it was a small ground, public gardens. Why it is conducted in the public gardens? So, from the beginning, he wanted to discriminate me as a person. So he didn't want to give the pride of the governorship from the beginning. I am alleging that. My allegation is that. Let them answer. It's in the open domain. Every newspaper in Telangana reported this. Yes.
It is. See, you met the Prime Minister in April. You had a meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Delhi in April. You had a long meeting. You discussed various issues. I am told you have also told the Prime Minister himself, you apprised the Prime Minister about the violation of protocol by the state government. And you also spoke to him about the vaccination drive. You thanked the Prime Minister for the direct flight from Hyderabad, Puducherry. And the Prime Minister also appreciated your work for going deep into the forest. I heard this report. And for adopting villages, for meeting the tribals.
Yes.
After that meeting,
yes,
KTR said something. KTR. She said, we will respect her if she behaves like a governor. They said, we will respect Dr. Soundarajan if she behaves like a governor. This was the direct comment on the 7th of April. 6th you met the Prime Minister. 7th this comment was made. What do you make of that comment?
Actually, Actually, I am not a person to complain everything. I always convey to the correct forum what is happening. All the governors used to actually report to the higher authorities. So in that report only we write. We don't go and complain anything. We have better things to discuss. I have so many positive things to discuss. It is not that I have to go and complain. It is in the open public domain. And what way they are telling, let them tell. In what way I didn't act as a governor. Let them tell. They didn't act as a government. He is criticizing me. I am crossing the boundaries. What makes him to comment like that? I am telling they are wantedly criticizing me, politicizing me. They have a biased activity. Let them tell in what way I didn't act as a governor. Let them tell.
Dr. Soundarajan, the DMK mouthpiece Murasoli accused you of standing in the way of blocking state legislations. And the DMK mouthpiece, we obviously, given your political background, you must have a fight with the DMK. They sided with TRS, as they said TRS is right, on denying you the governor's address and the Republic flag hoisting. My question to you is, do you think the DMK has unsettled political scores with you? It is backing, a political party from Tamil Nadu is backing a state government against the governor across the border. It's a very unusual situation, isn't it? It's a very unusual situation.
Yeah, that is what. It's a very unusual situation. But what DMK is saying that, because I am the governor of Telangana, and because I questioned Murasoli also, because you are enjoying that your daughter, your citizen from Tamil Nadu is insulted and ill-treated by another state. You are enjoying it. What type of behavior, what type of mindset you are having? So, in spite of occupying a constitutional post, you are having that biased feeling. So, only you are enjoying it. So, only I rebutted that. They are enjoying it. What is this? No, I won't be like that. If even my enemy, if he is ill-treated in another state, I will raise my voice. Then what type of politics they are doing? So, this type of negative politics only I am opposing.
Dr. Soundarajan, can I ask you a more personal question on this? That I've been a journalist for over 25 years now, Dr. Soundarajan. You don't appear to be a retired person to me. I know there is this view that retired people should be in Raj Bhavan. The fact is, my own assessment is, and I will give you my assessment, I'd like you to respond. You're a very active person. You're probably, very active in your political life when you have been made a governor. And the assessment would be that a person so active in public life can be a very active person. You need a more retiring type of person to be a governor. You know what I mean? So the nature of a governor, that she will bring a proactive nature or maybe a confrontational nature to the governor's office, which is best avoided. What do you think?
No, first of all, I want to say that active person can be a governor. Because of my energy only, I have adopted 6 villages because 11% population is tribals in Telangana. So I found 4 grams of hemoglobin, anemic, and now we initiated the Mehuwa Laddu scheme, which is a nutrition scheme to the tribals, and now the tribal population, the hemoglobin is increased to more than 7 grams. Why I am telling that? Because I am energetic and I am people oriented, I am doing so much of social service. I have to say Red Cross. Red Cross, when I entered Telangana, there was only 18,000 members. Now 18 lakh members are there. So our activities, it should not be only politically. A governor, in a public perception, she can serve the state in a neutral way also. But the chief ministers and the government is not accepting that activity. They want the governors to be silent. They want the governors to be rubber stamps. So it is not that active people can be the governor. There is no any problem because I am following the constitution and I am following the protocols within the boundaries only. I am doing that. I am meeting the people at Puducherry and small problems. For example, one disabled girl, the previous grievance day she came. Next grievance day, I provided her with a tricycle. So these are small things which I am able to do. Why I am denied of that opportunity? That is what I am asking. So governors can be active person. That is the old perception. But the government is not tolerating. If you are active, let them more active. If you are meeting the people, let them meet more people. If I am traveling, let them more travel. Bhadrachalam, I offered to go to Bhadrachalam because of to view the victims of the flood affected areas. After my travel plan only, CM is announcing his travel plan. So indirectly we are motivating them to do more.
So in a way, he's competing with you.
I don't want. I am not confronting. I am always a constructive person, not a contradictory person. But I am not an energetic person, I am not egoistic person. The government, the ministers and the chief minister are so egoistic. They want everything, governors should obey them. Governors should endorse whatever they say. But if a little against their opinion, immediately they won't treat us properly. They will propagate negative comments about us. What is this? It's a constitution. Everyone has freedom of expression. Everyone have freedom of work. Why can't the governors? That is my question. They are not tolerating that. They are not people friendly. So they are not able to tolerate a people friendly governor. Let them see the people. That's what I am telling. Telangana people can approach me, not the chief minister. He will be in his farmhouse. So that is the problem with them. Let them change. There is no problem for me. I am for the people. For the people, for the people, for the people. Governors can be for the people.
You think he has an ego battle with you?
Huh?
You think he has an ego battle with you now?
It's not audible. Ego battle, definitely. Definitely, that's what I am telling. He's so egoistic. He don't want to attend a program with me. Not only he is egoistic, he prevents his ministers, even for the government programs, even for the convocations, even for the public central government programs, where I go to inaugurate the some of the programs, central government oriented programs. The state minister should attend. Nobody comes. Nobody attend the program. Nowhere from approximately 2 years, I have not met even a single minister, single legislature, single MLC in a public program of Telangana. What is the type of activity? What is the type of mindset they are having? But this doesn't halt me. I am moving forward in the tribal activities, and I am moving forward in the disabled to help the disabled children, people there, and I am moving forward in Red Cross activities. No, nothing can halt me. But why is that? Why they are not attending? In any public program, no minister, no MLA come and attend. What is the, even collectors are not coming. Yesterday also, I went for a convocation to Palamur University. Why didn't the collector come? Only the officers of lower rank come, and they want to show that another thing I am asking, you are telling no, for at home on the Republic Day, I conducted the Republic Day at Rajbhavan at home, Rajnivas, and I moved towards to Telangana, invited the Chief Minister, and itinerary came. Chief Minister will be attending the at-home program at Rajbhavan. He will be coming by 6:45. 6:45 he didn't come. Both two constitutional heads, one governor and the Chief Justice of Telangana High Court waiting for him. No information came from the CM's office saying that whether he is attending or not. 10 minutes more than the precise time we waited. Both two constitutional heads waited. No message from the government in spite of sending the itinerary saying that 6:45 he will start from his Pragati Bhavan and he will enter Raj Bhavan by 7 o'clock. What type of activity is this? What type of mindset is this?
How will you...
Childish activity. Can't you inform whether you are coming or not?
No, I get your point there, but may I ask you, how do you intend to deal with it? The way I look at it, this is an unresolvable situation. This situation, you see, if the governor works harmoniously, at some point the situation must be resolved, Dr. Soundarajan. Don't you think so? Can it continue like this? Is it not stressful for you?
I also think.
Is it not stressful for you?
It should not continue. It should not continue. But I am not the cause for that. I am ready to meet the Chief Minister. Even through your program, I am inviting him. I am ready to meet you at Raj Bhavan. Come. No problem. Why you are not coming? This is my open appeal. So, it is not me the cause. I am open and I am ready. I am moving around Telangana and I am available at Raj Bhavan. Why they are not coming? So, before and all, during Ayushman Bharat, when he came, Telangana was not following Ayushman Bharat. They had Arogya-Shri. I explained him as a doctor. And Tamil Nadu is following incorporated both CM and PM scheme. So, I told you can incorporate both. And then I explained him. Then he accepted it. And then Telangana made a MOU with the central government to accept Ayushman Bharat. So, these type of activities, definitely, good relationship between the governor and the chief minister can be more constructive to the people of Telangana. Why they are doing that? It is not me. It is not me. I invited them for at home. I invited them for Republic Day. I invited for the New Year program of Yugadi program. I invited them. It is they denying my invitation, insulting my invitation. So it is not me. I am ready and I am a friendly person. I am a people-oriented person.
Saying, would I be right in saying, in conclusion, Doctor, that there is an unofficial boycott of the governor by the government in Telangana? Is there an unofficial boycott? This seems to be an unofficial boycott.
Definitely, because it is not only, and I have to convey another message. It's not only the governor. Our Honorable Prime Minister is visiting Telangana. And our culture is, even some enemy coming to my family, to my house also, it is my culture to invite them, greet them. But our Honorable Prime Minister is the Prime Minister of our country. So it is the culture of Telangana to come and invite the higher dignitary. Why he is not coming? So it is his intention to show his animosity against the central government and me being targeted for that also. I should say that also. So what respect you have on higher officers? What is the explanation you are giving?
How does this impact you personally?
Confronting Chief Minister.
How does all of this impact you personally? At a personal level, how are you dealing with it? Personally?
No, it is impacting me personally means I will be very sad. No, it is not, because I pity them. Why this childish type of activities? Why this egoistic type of activities? Because as I said, in the history of Telangana, it will be written. A chief minister was behaving like that. I am telling, as I said, I am a friendly person and I know my responsibility, and I will be acting according to the rules and regulations and according to the Constitution. And we are celebrating the Constitution Day. But I want to convey that the constitutional, the highest office in Telangana is not respected, insulted, humiliated. This is my message. Let them answer for that because
Well,
it is in the public domain. Nothing is personal. Every press reports that.
Yes. Well, I spoke to the Kerala governor Arif Mohammad Khan last week. He had similar grievances. Clearly, there needs to be some level of constitution and policy reform to empower the governor. But it's been wonderful speaking to you in detail about all these revelations. I'm absolutely sure that our viewers will react strongly to what you've said, and maybe we'll get a reaction from KCR himself. Dr. Soundarajan, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Soundarajan, for talking to me and to Republic. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
you so much for connecting to the public. Thank you.
झाके रे झाके झरोखे से झाके हैरत से ये आंखें अपनी सी दुनिया नई रंगी लागे ख्यालों की खिड़की से मन कूदे भागे झाके रे झाके झरोखे से झाके देख के दम है छोटे बड़े सारे झाके रे झाके हर कोई ताके तरक्की को टुक टुक हर कोई ताके झाके रे झाके झरोखे से झाके
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Kashmiri Pandits are staging protests in Jammu saying that till the time their security is not being restored, they want the permanent transfer out of the Kashmir Valley.
Khalistan, they have declared as a terrorist organizations when a group of people openly demanding the Punjab to be the Khalistan, but government turned completely mum on the situation.
Congress Neta Asif Khan has been arrested for abusing a policeman in Delhi's Shaheen Bagh area.
Chief Minister is here. We will try to speak to the Chief Minister. Sir, CM sir, one question. CM sir, one question regarding the law and order situation. Sir, CM sir.
Across English markets, Republic TV is 40%. In super prime time with Arnab, Republic TV 45%. And across India, Republic TV with 33%. It's a reality check for the pretenders. It's natural for the number 2 and number 3 to be excited. But there's only one boss on Indian television, Republic.
This Pakistani drone shot down by the BSF that had tried to enter into the Indian territory. Now, this is an incident that took place late last night. In this video that has been released, you can see the interaction of Satyendra Jain with the jail superintendent inside the Tihar jail. ISRO's PSLV C-54 carrying 9 satellites. This has been a successful liftoff from Sriharikota.
ETO साहब अमृतपाल सिंह running a campaign demanding the Khalistan. तो गवर्नमेंट क्यों साइलेंट है? ETO साहब गवर्नमेंट कोई जवाब नहीं दे रही है उस पे. ETO साहब, if you can answer just because to clear the stand of the government. ETO साहब, why the government is not taking action? Why the government is silent?
Does the Pakistani version of the Game of Thrones end here? Many people think it will. They think that there is a new chief in town and things will settle down. But my whatever little reading of Pakistan I've done tells me that this is the beginning. When he became DGISI, that was the time when he had access to a lot of so-called civilian intelligence. And this is the time when General Munir, he went to Imran Khan Niazi and he said, I have proof. He showed Imran Khan why his wife was corrupt.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi also marked the G20 presidency as a big achievement for India. He further addressed about India's achievement in the space and solar sector. Prime Minister said this while addressing the 95th edition of Mann Ki Baat today. BJP candidate sparked a fresh controversy ahead of polls in Gujarat. Addressing a rally, BJP candidate made liquor pitch in a dry state. In a big development in Bengaluru blast case, police team has started combing operations after a satellite call was made a day prior to the explosion. BJP chief JP Nadda took out a mega campaign in the national capital today. This comes ahead of the MCD polls on December 4.
जहां तक आम आदमी पार्टी का सवाल है, जो उनका भ्रष्ट चेहरा, चरित्र, चाल और उनका काम है, उससे दिल्ली की जनता त्रस्त है, दुखी है और उनको सबक सिखाने के लिए आतुर है। इस चुनाव में वह भारतीय जनता पार्टी को समर्थन देंगे, भारतीय जनता पार्टी को ही ताकत देंगे, ऐसा मेरा विश्वास है।
Former J&K Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti has been asked to vacate the government quarters in Anantnag, Mufti's hometown. Mufti has been given 24-hour deadline to vacate the government quarters. In a mega crackdown on terror financing in Jammu and Kashmir, properties worth around ₹1,000 crore will be attached by State Investigation Agency. The move is aimed at dismantling the ecosystem of anti-national elements and terror networks. The ED has summoned Shiv Sena leader Anil Parab-Zaid, Sadanand Kadam in connection with a case of cheating and fraud in the construction of a resort in Maharashtra's Dapoli. He has been asked to appear before the agency next week. In an exclusive conversation, Shraddha's dentist revealed that in the year 2021, she visited him multiple times for checkups. The doctor also said that Aftab accompanied Shraddha 2 or 3 times.
ईयर 2021 अगस्त और सितंबर में अराउंड 7 to 8 टाइम्स आई थी वो, उसमें से 2 से 3 बार आफ्ताब भी उसके साथ आया हुआ है.
Amid the Assam-Meghalaya border tensions, heavy security has been deployed and prohibitory orders remained in force at the disputed area along the border, where 6 people were killed following violent clashes. 2 jawans of the Indian Reserve Battalion were killed and 2 others injured after their colleague opened fire over some issue in a village near Porbandar in Gujarat on Saturday evening.
Protests against China restrictive COVID-19 measures appeared to escalate in several cities on Saturday night. In displays of public defiance fanned by anger over a deadly fire in the western region. Video posted on social media appeared to show protesters in Shanghai chanting slogans at Middle Road, where they brought flowers and candles. Several gathered to pay tribute to 10 deaths caused by fire in a residence building in China. Around 100 police stood by line preventing some protesters from gathering or leaving, and buses carrying more police arrived later. Agency report, Republic TV.
For the Gujarat elections has now begun. Remember that 1 week is left for the elections to take place. On 4th of December, elections will take place in national capital, and just ahead of that, JP Nadda, BJP's national president, is now raising a pitch in the favor of BJP. JP Nadda, who is doing a door-to-door campaign in Wazirpur industrial area of national capital. There are multiple issues which he is right now raising. You can clearly see how there's a massive downpour of the supporters here. He is interacting.
आंखों में धूल झोंकने वाली ये जो आम आदमी पार्टी है, इसको लोग सबक सिखाना चाहते हैं और इसलिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी को आशीर्वाद देने के लिए आतुर हैं। जो मैं उत्साह मैंने देखा वो मुझे कोई नहीं मिला जो किसी और तरफ वोट देने के लिए इच्छुक है।
A shocking incident has surfaced from Porbandar in Gujarat. Two jawans of the Indian Reserve Battalion have been killed after their colleague opened fire over some issue in a village near Porbandar.
चुनाव के लिए जो CAPF की बटालियन आई थी उसमें आज शाम को 7 बजे एक कमनसीब फायरिंग की घटना हुई है जिसमें 2 जवान की मौत हुई है और 2 जवान जो इंजर्ड हैं उनको प्राथमिक सारवार यहाँ पे सिविल हॉस्पिटल में दी गई है.
While Porbandar district is preparing for voting scheduled on December 1st in the first phase, investigation into this shooting case is underway in full swing. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Chief Minister is here. We will try to speak to the Chief Minister. Sir, CM sir, one question. CM sir, one question regarding the law and order situation. Sir, CM sir.
Across English markets, Republic TV is 40%. In super prime time with Arnab, Republic TV 45%. And across India, Republic TV with 33%. It's a reality check for the pretenders. It's natural for the number 2 and number 3 to be excited. But there's only one boss on Indian television, Republic.
This Pakistani drone shot down by the BSF that had tried to enter into the Indian territory. Now, this is an incident that took place late last night. In this video that has been released, you can see the interaction of Satyendra Jain with the jail superintendent inside the Tihar jail. ISRO's PSLV C-54 carrying 9 satellites. This has been a successful liftoff from Sriharikota.
ETO साहब अमृतपाल सिंह running a campaign demanding the Khalistan. तो गवर्नमेंट क्यों साइलेंट है? ETO साहब गवर्नमेंट कोई जवाब नहीं दे रही है उस पे. ETO साहब, if you can answer just because to clear the stand of the government. ETO साहब, why the government is not taking action? Why the government is silent?
Does the Pakistani version of the Game of Thrones end here? Many people think it will. They think that there is a new chief in town and things will settle down. But my whatever little reading of Pakistan I've done tells me that this is the beginning. When he became DGISI, that was the time when he had access to a lot of so-called civilian intelligence. And this is the time when General Munir, he went to Imran Khan Niazi and he said, I have proof. He showed Imran Khan why his wife was corrupt. And it was there in black and white.
Kashmiri Pandits are staging protests in Jammu saying that till the time their security is not being restored, they want the permanent transfer out of the Kashmir Valley.
Khalistan, they have declared as a terrorist organization. When a group of people openly demanding the Punjab to be the Khalistan, but government
रिपब्लिक भारत, रिपब्लिक टीवी और रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क के जितने दर्शक हैं उनको हम आज इस स्पेशल इंटरव्यू में हमारे साथ हैं आज भारत के गृह मंत्री, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के वरिष्ठ नेता और जो इस वक्त गुजरात में पूरे इलेक्शन कैंपेन को ग्राउंड पर लीड कर रहे हैं, अमित शाह जी. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. थैंक यू वेरी मच. आज 2 साल बाद आपके साथ बातचीत हो रही है. 10 दिनों में चुनाव प्रक्रिया शुरू हो जाएगी. 17-18 दिनों में रिजल्ट आ जाएंगे. आप ग्राउंड में इसको आप स्ट्रेटेजी दे रहे हैं, आप इसको ट्रैक कर रहे हैं, लीड कर रहे हैं. पिक्चर क्या लग रहा है आपको इस वक्त?
भारतीय जनता पार्टी बहुत अच्छी पोजीशन में है. 1990 के बाद गुजरात में भारतीय जनता पार्टी एक भी चुनाव नहीं हारी है, चाहे विधानसभा का हो या लोकसभा का। हर चुनाव हम जीते हैं और मुझे पूरा भरोसा है कि 2022 के विधानसभा चुनाव में अब तक के सारे रिकॉर्ड, सबसे ज्यादा सीट प्राप्त करने के और सबसे ज्यादा मत प्राप्त करने के, हम तोड़कर प्रचंड बहुमत के साथ सरकार बनाने जा रहे हैं। नीचे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेतृत्व की स्वीकृति, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की आइडियोलॉजी की स्वीकृति और हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की रीच मुझे लगता है कि सबसे अच्छे समय पर है और पीक पर है।
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि 2002 में 127 सीटें मिली थी, आप कह रहे हैं 2002 के नंबर को आप क्रॉस करेंगे इस बार?
जरूर, इससे ज्यादा सीटें जीतेंगे।
और ग्राउंड पे कौन सा फैक्टर है? क्या आप फैक्टर है इस बार? बहुत मीडिया सर्कल्स में बातचीत चल रही है आम आदमी पार्टी को लेकर, क्या आम आदमी पार्टी एक फैक्टर है इस बार गुजरात?
मीडिया में जरूर है। गुजरात में, गुजरात राज्य की रचना के बाद 3 बड़े दलों ने ट्रायंगल करने का प्रयास किया।